speaking of people who should lie down and shut up, Gilbert Gottfried is here to join us for the news, Robin.
Is that right?
Yeah, we haven't seen him for a long time. Gilbert Gottfried at Caroline's next Wednesday, October 29th. Come on in.
Well, actually, I have seen him recently.
Where?
I actually ran into him one night.
Uh-oh. Must have been free food.
No, it was a free movie screening.
Oh, free movie screening, yeah. Gilbert goes to free everything. Gilbert.
It's free water.
Yeah, free water, free bottles of water.
Hey, so he's stocking up.
Yeah. What, they make you rip the labels off the water?
Or you don't want to promote anything.
Every once in a while, the E! Network tries to act like they're a real television network.
Yeah.
So they rip the labels off the Poland Spring water to make it seem like, you know, because you can't
anonymous water.
We can't show free product endorsements, you know, like it's going to affect their bottom line. What is that? Hey, Einziger, why do you guys rip the labels off Gilbert's Poland Spring water?
Actually, Howard, in this instance, Gilbert did this. Usually, they don't mind Poland Spring being shown on the E! show. Gilbert ripped them off.
I was just like picking at it.
Oh, I thought this was something.
Yeah, he did it.
Oh, okay.
You sure that Gilbert is thinking of commercial endorsements?
Yeah,
I'm not
exactly.
going to drink anybody's water unless they pay me.
Yeah, he's like, hey, maybe they'll pay me for this.
Yeah.
Why should I do it for free? Oh, okay. Because once in a while they do stuff, they cover stuff up, and I can never figure out why.
Yeah, well, Gilbert and I had one of those uncomfortable social.
Poor you. You just went to enjoy a movie.
And there's Gilbert.
Yeah.
We got to try to talk to each other when we have nothing to say to each other.
About 2 seconds, it felt like kind of day.
Yeah, and Robin, you didn't know how to get out of it.
Yeah. Well, you have to. So we laughed and said, all right, let's do this. We know we have to do this.
Did you try to avoid him?
No, we were sitting right, one row away from each other.
Oh, how awkward.
Each other, and the lights were up.
That would be my worst nightmare. Like, I go to finally to a free movie screening, and I just want to relax, and Gilbert's there, and I have to sit there and talk to him.
Then about a half hour before the movie started, Robin was already going, oh, okay, well, we should sit back and watch.
Yeah.
Boy, I wish that movie would come on.
And you think Gilbert's an idiot, and he doesn't know that you're doing that, but he knows.
They didn't even dim the lights at all.
Right.
Like, oh, I think the movie's starting now.
All of a sudden, it's a half hour away from the movie, Robin's like,
Yeah. It's starkly bright, but I'm watching the screen.
Right. Gilbert, I just want to soak in the atmosphere, okay? You got to be honest with Gilbert and say, Gilbert, you know what? You're really annoying, and I didn't come here to talk to you. He can take it. Yeah, you can handle that. People say that to you.
I'm used to it by now.
He goes to parties all the time because, Gilbert literally will go to parties 4 or 5 times a week if there's food.
Right?
And he starves himself till like 8 o'clock, 8:30 at night. So, and he's so inappropriate. Gary says, Gary, when he was single, used to go to all the parties with Gilbert. And the parties don't start till 8:30, 9 o'clock. But Gilbert knows there's going to be free food.
Yeah.
And maybe chance that a girl will be there.
So I get there at 6 o'clock.
Like, to him, the perfect one is a catered penthouse party. You know?
That's his cup of tea.
Yeah. So he goes, and you know how, there's always a buffet and stuff? And, you go over and you take a few things?
A nibble here, nibble.
Gilbert's, the first guy online, and his plate is always way loaded. You know what I mean? There's tons of, a real meal.
They don't even give you, big plates.
No. So he's going to go 50 times and load up his plate.
I'm in a large garbage bag.
Yeah. Don't you you should bring your own plates and spoons and stuff. You go to so many of these free things. You really do. You are a party kind of guy.
Yes.
How did you know the classic?
Oh, this is the best.
When me and Gilbert did the TV show, we were in Las Vegas, and it must have been 35 degrees out.
Jackie and Gilbert got asked to be in a TV show, which was called The Watcher, which lasted 5 episodes.
Yeah. But they let the actors, whatever you call us, but they let the actors go to the front of the line. There were 250 people in line, and they're making steaks for everybody outside. Everybody's in line freezing and waiting, and we got to eat in the trailer, but they had to eat outside, too. The tables are set up. Everybody's in line. We cut to the front of the line, and Gilbert says, can I have 2? And people are glaring at him.
Bad enough he gets to go to the front of the line. He wants 2 steaks.
Yeah, he ate maybe 1 bite out of the second one.
He didn't even eat it.
Yeah.
No, they could
I smelled it and put it down.
His eyes are bigger than his stomach. Oh, man. It's just there's so many great Gilbert stories out there. I mean, here's a couple. Here's a woman who Gilbert tried to pick up at a restaurant.
Yeah?
And tried to bribe her. All right, hi.
Hello.
Where did you meet Gilbert?
At a restaurant.
Your legend grows.
Yes.
What restaurant? In Manhattan?
In Manhattan, I was the hostess.
Are you good looking?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm sure you are. You're a hostess at a restaurant. Most hostesses are real good looking.
Yeah.
And did you know who Gilbert was?
Yeah, I knew who he was. My brother used to do impressions of him when he was little. My brother did.
Right. So you were impressed to see Gilbert there?
Her brother's Fred Travelina.
So you physically, I'm sure Gilbert turned you off, right?
That's kind of mean.
Well, let's be honest. I mean, he's not your ideal man.
Well, he was a little bit older than I was. I mean, he was a lot older than I was.
I mean, but there are older guys who are hot. I mean, Gilbert's not hot.
He's not what you consider a hot old man.
I mean, first of all, Gilbert doesn't, like, work out.
Yes.
His body's a mess. Like, Sean Connery's a hot older guy.
Not really.
It's not even that Gilbert even looks old. It's just that he's not attractive, right?
I look more like Goldfinger.
Yeah.
No, he wasn't really.
He's 150% Jewish, that's for sure. He's like the most Jewish-looking guy.
Theodore Bickel laughs at me.
Yeah. What's that lawyer, Scheckman?
Oh, yes.
He laughs at you. Barry Scheck.
He calls me
Barry
a Jew
Scheck.
boy.
Yeah, Barry Scheck calls you Jew boy. Here, O.J. calls him a Jew. O.J. says, my theory is the jury doesn't like him because he is what I like to call Jewish.
Jewishness.
Tova Felcher called me a monkey.
Right. So you weren't real attracted to Gilbert, right?
Not really.
Right.
No.
So what happened?
Well.
Poor Gilbert.
What happened? Well, he said if I gave him my phone number, he'd get me, like, tickets or something to see his show or see something.
Oh, that's so pathetic.
Yeah.
Gilbert, is that a move of yours?
I don't know. I just kind of felt bad, so I gave him my phone number, and then I really didn't think he'd call, but then the next day I got a phone call from him.
Wow.
And
Mr. Romance.
Yeah.
I was like,
Oh, that's me now.
Gilbert, you're very lonely, right?
Yeah.
Right.
No. What?
he asked if I wanted to meet him.
I'm here listening to two voices at once.
Wait a minute. I'm trying to hear what the girl says. He called her, and then what happened?
And I said I was on the other line, and I was to get back to him. And there was a number I could get back to him at, and he said, well, he'll call me back. And he called back a couple times, and I had my roommate answer the phone.
Right.
And then my brother, I told my brother what was going on, so he started calling and pretending he was Gilbert.
Well, why didn't you speak to Gilbert? It sounded like you wanted him to call you.
Why? No, it didn't.
No, she apparently didn't know how not to give him the phone number.
Oh, I see.
And Gilbert, I think this is really interesting.
Wait, I had him.
Gilbert doesn't give up.
Gilbert was standing in front of me, and two people from your show, not Melrose Larry Green, and someone else.
And
It's
Ratso?
a story in itself.
And Ratso.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, now I get this. Yeah, evidently, now listen to this. It gets even funnier.
Yeah.
You know how Melrose Larry Green's like retarded?
Yeah.
And you know how he came into $1.6 million from his mother?
Right.
So Ratso talks to Melrose Larry Green, okay? Ratso decides now that Melrose has $1.6 million, he's so retarded and desperate, every time he comes into town, let him take us to dinner.
Oh.
So Ratso tells Gilbert there's free dinner.
He calls me up, and I
Right.
know Ratso's not paying for it.
Right, and we know you're infamously cheap.
Yeah, so he goes, hey, good news. Melrose Larry Green's mother died.
Right. Let's fleece this idiot.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, so now Gilbert quickly gets embalmed. He hears free meal.
So now Melrose is taking the two of these wackos.
These guys, rather than pay for dinner, would rather be with Melrose Larry Green. That's how wacky he gets. I heard about this dinner. Oh, and then so Gilbert must have been all full of himself. The three Jewish stooges.
All right, let me ask you another question here. Then.
What a pathetic table. You must have looked really hot that night next to Melrose and Ratso. No wonder you got all excited.
That's what I'm saying. I
Next
said,
to him,
who
I'm
is
Val Kilmer.
Yeah. Gilbert next to Ratso and Melrose is Val Kilmer.
He's Brad Pitt.
Mo, Larry, and Moise. What is it?
Another strange move that Gilbert did with this girl. Was he had her agent call. He had his agent calling her.
Right. Really?
And saying, hey, Gilbert's at this number. Call him now.
Wow, Gilbert, you must be horny.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Gilbert is well aware that, usually these girls don't want to give their number.
Right.
So when the girl said, is there a number I can call you at? He goes, oh, no, I'll call you back.
Right.
He knows he's not going to call.
Right. What is it?
I'll tell you two great, quick Gilbert stories very quickly involving women. First of all, I went to a party once, and there was a girl that I was friends with. She worked at a book company.
Right.
So she started rapping to Gilbert. She got all excited, thinking that she was going to become a star at the book company, maybe do a book with Gilbert.
Right.
Because that was the biggest celebrity she had met. So I guess Gilbert took her card and he called her the next day and he said, when are you taking me out to lunch?
Right.
And she was loving that idea. Yeah. And then somewhere along the line of the phone call, he asked her, would there be any girls involved, except he didn't say anything.
Wait a minute.
Wow, Gilbert's really horny.
Said that?
Yeah.
First, but he pulls it off as a joke.
Here's Ann on the phone. She says Gilbert tried the same thing with her.
Oh, my.
Ann?
Yeah.
Now, Gilbert tried the same move on you?
Yeah, kind of. I just wanted to let you know that was his move because he did the same thing with me. And
Are you a hostess?
No, I was working as a demonstrator at a toy fair.
At a toy fair?
He's at a toy fair?
What was Gilbert doing at the toy fair?
He was doing some promotion for Up All Night.
Oh.
And, but it's the same move, you know, like,
Oh, no, this one I remember.
This one you do remember.
Yes, she actually kept nagging me about getting her into your movie.
Oh, really?
And then I took a card. I never called her, though.
Right.
Actually, I was asking him why he wasn't in the movie.
That's a
Then
good
I
question.
realized,
He's too expensive. Yeah.
The other interesting story I have, Howard, was that Gilbert took a friend of mine out on a date, but it was a lunch date for coffee.
Yeah.
And the bill came to like $2.12 or something. We talked about this on the air.
Yeah.
And Gilbert got up and went to the bathroom.
Right.
And the woman was sitting there waiting for Gilbert to come out, waiting. And then finally she said, I'm just going to pay this bill, but it's only $2.12. And then Gilbert came out and said, all right, let's go, and never offered to pay the bill.
Wow.
Maybe I was taking
What
a
are you,
crap.
what?
Yeah.
You got all the moves.
From the men's room?
Exactly.
How do you know when the bill has been paid? You watch?
Yes.
You look through the keyhole.
Hey, he's a big star. Why should he have to pay?
I'm looking through those slots in the men's room door,
Everyone should take him out.
Oh, man. Wow. Unbelievable. Hey, remember the girl? Did you know about this? Some girl called in claiming you were her father.
Oh, yes.
She's on the phone
Yes,
again.
she's been calling every day.
Oh, really? Calling
She
you?
calls my agent. She calls USA.
She claims you're her father.
Yes, I'm her father.
Well, Gilbert, it must be true.
Yeah, it must be.
Kim?
Yeah.
Now, you say Gilbert's your father?
Yeah, and I just heard him, and I'm not happy about that.
About what?
About him joking about it. I don't think it's funny.
Gilbert, have you ever taken a paternity test?
Yeah, I guess I should.
Yeah.
How old is your daughter, Gilbert?
Yeah, how old are you?
30.
30.
31.
And
Yes.
Gilbert, you have a child that old?
Yes.
Well, how old are you?
I had her when I was 5 years old. Yeah.
Hey, you're what? You're like about 40 or something?
Something.
Oh, do you not? Oh, you don't give your age or
I'm
something?
one of those people. I'm going to be like Joan Collins. When I'm
Dude.
90, I'll say what it's like to turn 40.
Dude, you're definitely 45 or something. You know, everyone's figured it out. Don't hide your age.
I know.
But well, then he would have had to have had this child when he was 15.
So you're saying Gilbert had a baby when he was 15? Think about a 15-year-old Gilbert getting laid.
Yeah.
What are the odds of that?
Is that a possibility?
Honey, you there?
I don't appreciate also being talked over. I said he hadn't had sex. He did it through in vitro fertilization.
What?
What?
He didn't have sex. He did it through in vitro fertilization.
Well, why would Gilbert want to have a baby through in vitro?
Why would he want to sell his sperm?
Why would he want to sell his sperm?
Well, I can understand that.
It's child, Gilbert. Why would I know about your sister, Marjorie, the Wicked Witch of the West, Kemp?
Marjorie, the Wicked Witch of the West
Because
Kemp?
I hate her.
What?
Because I hate her.
Because you hate her.
Do you actually have a sister named Marjorie?
No.
No.
No. And where did you get the last name Kemp?
I guess you don't share the same last name as your father.
Oh, everyone in my family has different last names.
Oh, maybe she got married.
Yeah.
Agent tell you that you were supposed to call me last night. Why don't you clear this up for yourself?
Wow, you have a stalker.
Yes.
Wow, can you imagine?
Gilbert has a stalker.
Yeah, it's amazing. So I never then actually met your mother. I sold her my sperm. What, like in a paper cup?
Why is her level so low? It's so hard to hear her, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I hate these phones.
So at 15, he was having in vitro fertilization or selling his sperm.
No. It's a big, long story.
How old?
Well, how old is Gilbert?
I would say he's about 45 to 50.
Last time she called, she said I was 55. No, I guess I'm younger.
I don't think Gilbert's 50.
Yeah.
That was my time.
He might look it, but I don't think he is.
So how did you find out I was your father?
Because when I was 7, you stood for custody with me, and I stayed 2 months in your
Wow.
house.
Of all the people to obsess on, Gilbert
Yes.
Gottfried.
Gilbert would never sue for
If
custody.
he has got a kid, he couldn't get a better one than me. Or a wife.
Too bad you didn't come down here. Where are you?
I'm like 15 minutes from D.C.
Oh, too bad.
What do you look like?
Hello?
Are you hot?
Yeah.
Hello?
Right now I need to lose some weight, but I'm extremely...
Gilbert, don't laugh at your daughter. That's
I know.
terrible,
It's
Father.
wrong.
What if she really is your daughter, you
Yeah.
dope?
Well, he would know it. If he doesn't know it, then he isn't the right person.
Are you a big fat broad?
Who look like Gilbert?
I would never say anything bad about myself.
Are you fat?
I would never say anything bad about myself.
That's not bad. I just want to know how much do you weigh?
I would certainly not tell you if I was over my weight.
I know, but are you a heavy-set girl?
Pardon me?
Are you heavy-set?
I'm average boned.
Average bone? I didn't ask about your bones.
Yeah.
I asked about the stuff on the bone.
Everything surrounding the bone.
No, I'm fairly attractive. I'm...
And you couldn't be Gilbert's daughter?
Yeah.
No, maybe your mother was Cindy Crawford.
Because I'm going to find you.
Can you trade clothes with Orson Welles?
Howard.
Gilbert.
What?
Whenever a girl talks about the size of her bones, she's fat.
Yeah.
Right.
Nobody else talks about how big their bones are.
Yeah, I've never heard that expression. Except if it was a fat broad.
Yeah.
You're right.
She's big bone.
I'm not big boned.
So you're fat.
You're 5'3"?
I'm the girl that played Elizabeth Walton.
What?
Oh,
That's
man.
what I look like. The girl who played Elizabeth Walton.
You look like her or you are her?
No, I am her.
You're the girl who played Elizabeth Walton on The Waltons?
Right.
I'm John Boy.
It was a very good show.
Gilbert, you have a good attitude about being stalked. Some celebrities get upset. You enjoy it. Are you complimented by all this?
Yes.
You are?
Yeah, even a psychotic. I'm happy to have after me.
She might buy breakfast.
And
Do you think she was on the Walton now?
Yeah.
Are you saying that I wasn't?
Yeah. We're saying you weren't.
Robin, do you think I'm not on the one?
What's your name?
I appreciate you saying.
What's your name?
What would you do if someone did call your 1-800 line and they were really in the movie? They're on television.
What is your name? What's your name?
The show isn't that great.
What is your name?
It was Cammy Coulter. They called me Cammy when I was a little kid as a nickname.
Oh,
first name is Kimberly.
How old is she now?
I don't know. This is
She's
really
30.
wacky. I can't believe we're talking to Gilbert Stalker.
yeah.
Really?
And, how come I don't have one?
Yeah.
Isn't that great how their minds will put together facts?
I know. Like,
He just said, oh, they called me that when I was younger.
so therefore I am her.
Yeah.
Well, she's obviously had a
One last thing to Gilbert, because I don't like the way this is.
she's obviously had a psychotic break.
Why you don't refer to him as
Why don't you call him Pop?
Because first of all, he really isn't my father if he never spends any time with me. But I want to tell Gilbert that.
But weren't you over my house when you were 7?
I do intend to take a couple of my friends or a couple of my relatives, and I want to come to your shows and see what you do. And I'd like you to work blue, because I'd like to see your act that way.
All right.
So you want your father to work dirty?
Hello? Hello?
hang up?
She's gone.
Right. Even stalkers hang up on
Does she
me.
call you all the time?
Yes, she's been calling my agent, USA.
Really?
Yeah.
They must all be very excited.
It's funny.
Yeah.
Don't you laugh at celebrities who sit there and like have press conferences and they're all upset?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you like it. I see you kind of enjoy it. You think it's funny, right?
She calls up all night and says, I'm Gilbert's daughter.
Right.
You should do a show with her.
Yeah, why don't you have her on the show? Here's my daughter. She was also on the Waltons.
She also played Marilyn on the Munsters.
Right. Hi, Barbara, you're on the air. What did Gilbert do to you?
Hello?
Yes, hi.
Oh, well, you remember how I called in like a year and a half ago?
Yes.
It was about the Holocaust, and now he's going to start it again. I know. I hate him so much.
Oh, yes.
Listen.
Oh, wait a second. I remember this woman. Let me set this up. Gilbert got invited to a dinner at Amy Heckerling's house. Amy Heckerling is a famous director. She did Fast Times at Ridgemont High and one of the best movies ever made, Clueless.
Absolutely.
And this woman also is your parents.
My parents went through the Holocaust. It was a very, very, very sad, horrible story.
So she worked for Amy.
Yeah, but are you sure it was that
7
bad?
years.
What?
I worked 7 years for Amy. And
Right. And anyway, so
Which was worse?
wait, let me just tell the story.
Yeah,
So her job was to pick Gilbert up. Amy wanted to have a dinner with Gilbert.
Yes.
What was the dinner about? Ostensibly to be in a movie?
Just dinner. I worked with her on Look Who's Talking Too.
Oh, okay. All right.
And she just likes Gilbert
Yeah.
to entertain her.
I didn't realize Amy did Look Who's Talking too.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought she was a great
that
director.
kills it now,
They
yeah.
does. Oh,
Everybody's
man.
got a dud. So.
All right, everyone's got a bad one in
Yeah.
there.
The movie.
What?
That scene ruined the whole movie. The whole movie was good, but that scene ruined the whole movie.
Yeah, it's kind of, Betty Thomas doesn't invite me over her house for dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I worked in the whole movie with her.
Howard, she would invite you if you'd come.
Who, Amy
I would
Heckerling?
pick you up. I would pick you up, and I'd be really nice to you.
So you still work for Amy Heckerling?
I still work for her, and they have actually seen Gilbert at Caroline's.
All right, wait a second. So let me tell you the story. So this nice woman on the phone picks up Gilbert, I guess at the train station or something. Where was this, up in Connecticut?
It was a hotel.
Where was it, Connecticut or something?
Oh, no, in California.
Oh, California, okay.
Yeah,
So,
and Gilbert was at a hotel.
right, and Gilbert would never buy, like, a taxi ride or something. So she goes to pick up Gilbert, and Gilbert goes, oh, here's her accent, and starts making Holocaust jokes.
Yes.
Is that it?
Well, she starts telling me about her parents who were in Auschwitz.
Right.
I told you not Auschwitz.
Oh, I'm sorry, I mispronounced it.
How do you say it?
Yeah.
It's Dachau and Bergen-Belsen, you full idiot. I told you that before.
It's like a scene from Hogan's Heroes.
So she picks up, and right away she starts telling you about the Holocaust.
Yes.
Yeah, so go ahead.
That her parents were in the Holocaust, and I started asking her, how were they able to lose weight? I really envy them.
Dark humor in the car.
Yes, exactly.
You're trying to cheer her up.
Yeah.
Do you remember what else he said? What else did he say to you, ma'am? I forget.
Howard, he said all kinds of stuff. I cannot even say it on the air.
Please, just to prove what allows you.
He asked me if I was afraid to take a shower. I don't even remember what horrible things he said. And I would still like to slap Amy across the face for not standing up for me and say, Gilbert, you leave my house now.
Wow, I can't believe Amy didn't fire you after you said you want to slap her across the face.
Yeah.
I don't care.
You don't?
I can hear it because I'm still mad at her.
Really?
She says, Howard, she says Gilbert is a poor nebbish.
Right.
You know what a nebbish is? Like a
Can your
poor...
parents...
She pities you, Gilbert.
Can your parents be buried in a Jewish cemetery because they have tattoos?
Well, that is a good question.
Yeah.
Jews can't be buried in a cemetery.
No, they can't have tattoos. It's against the law.
So were your parents allowed to be buried in a Jewish cemetery?
No. What did you say?
Now, if your parents were tattooed, even by the Nazis, are they allowed to be buried?
That's what they say. That's what they say, that you can't have a tattoo, you can't be buried, and also you can't commit suicide. They won't bury you.
Really?
Yeah. I wish so that Gilbert would commit suicide already.
Right.
I can't stand his voice anymore. I think, you know what, Howard, after that call, everybody thought you were so funny.
Right.
But everybody thought that Gilbert was tasteless, and they were shocked. They called Amy, they called Neil.
Right.
All over. Everybody asked me, who is this guy? We've seen him before, his ugly, loud voice.
So what are you telling me that now Gilbert can't visit Amy again because you would be the person in charge of picking him up,
Yes.
right?
I would never, ever, ever pick him up. Amy doesn't.
Can you pick me up in a cattle car?
I'm not inviting him anymore. Amy is not friends with him anymore, really.
Is that right?
Gilbert, why did you, so have you heard from Amy, Gilbert, at all?
Every now and then. Yeah,
You
I
don't.
hear from her. I don't hear...
You don't hear from this woman.
You don't hear from Amy, don't lie. She doesn't need you for anything now.
Now, your parents had a very hip look because they were thin, they shaved their heads. That's like hip among black people now.
You're ruining her movies. Why would she take you?
So you are
absurd.
What did they eat there to get that thin?
Yeah, but let me ask you something.
Lose weight.
See, you had no audience around you. Why did you attack this woman in a verbal way?
And how long a car trip was it?
Yeah, how long was it that you had to endure Gilbert?
Well, it's like I'm sitting in the car and I just want to either take a nap or look out the window, and she starts telling me about her parents.
So it was a little heavy, right?
It's not true, Howard. He went on and on in Amy's house while he was eating and licking that plate because he's cheaper than you even said before.
Right.
He's the cheapest man. He gives all the Jews a bad name.
Right. Well, that's true.
Yeah, that is
Gilbert,
true.
you can't lie about that.
They hate him. They hate him. Everybody in Hollywood.
Jews are anti-Semitic when they meet Gilbert.
Then I was holding up the plate of food and I said, boy, I bet your parents didn't eat this good in Triple Inca.
Did you really?
Yeah.
He is so unbelievable. God will punish him. And already God did punish him because where are your jobs, Gilbert? What are you doing right
Well, he's going to be at Caroline's next Wednesday, October 29th.
That's a good segue.
Yeah.
Howard, can I tell you something?
Yes.
Howard, and I'm happy you're not calling me ma'am anymore because I felt so old when you called me ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Howard, Gilbert, listen.
Yes.
They went to Caroline's, and Molly, the little daughter, she's 12 now.
Yes.
She said to me, Barbara, the opening act was much funnier than Gilbert.
Really? Let's hope you have a good opening act, Gilbert.
What kind of a body does Molly have now?
A better one than you. You what?
Is she developing breasts yet?
Old man.
Piss me off.
Gilbert, you look like your appendix is still in you.
Oh.
No, I have it walking alongside me.
So, ma'am, you say that...
Oh, ma'am, call me Barbara.
Barbara, you're saying you still work for Amy, the famous director.
Yeah, she's great.
You should be working for Lenny Riefenstahl.
Did you have to drive Gilbert back to the hotel?
I had to drive him back, and no, I didn't. I refused.
Now, how did Gilbert...
I don't care what you do.
Gilbert, how did you get home that night?
He must have, I think Amy took him back.
Amy drove you back?
I got a ride back with Simon Wiesenthal. He said I'm driving in that direction.
Right.
You know, my parents died in the Holocaust.
He doesn't stop. He's so, and Molly, you know the little girl Molly? She said
she was hot. Has she been bad? I'd like to spank her.
Hey, you know what, Gilbert? Even kids find you revolting. That's very unusual.
So you're saying that, was this a good-looking woman? She sounds like she might be very good-looking, this woman.
Me?
Yeah.
I look like kind of gray slick.
Oh, now or back then?
I swear to God, she looks like you, but with a dress.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
that's
it's really
true. Gilbert, that's ridiculous.
You look like Howard Stern?
I have wild hair. I have wild black hair, but I'm very attractive.
Do you look like Howard Stern in a dress?
No, I don't think so.
Right.
She thinks she looks like Elka Summers.
You just took offense, Gilbert. You said, hey, because you're Jewish, why does this woman have to now lay the whole Holocaust on you and the whole story? Like, you just wanted a nice, relaxing evening.
Yeah.
Like, maybe it was inappropriate, you thought.
Yeah.
I see. So even during dinner, you were relentless and kept up the Holocaust joke. To the point.
Relentless, Howard. He did one joke after another, and I was in tears. And Amy did not defend me.
Who else was at the dinner?
Yeah.
Just because I find this fascinating.
The little daughter.
Just the daughter?
Yeah, and she was kind of shocked too.
And Frank was there.
And Frank.
She's so smart and adorable. She finds him so repulsive.
Right.
Adolf Eichmann was there.
Right.
Gilbert, you know, Amy took a photo at Caroline's with you and Molly. Molly said her hand was sweating. You touched her hand and she was sweating and she wanted to run away.
I had my hand on her ass.
She wanted to run away from you.
Gilbert's a pedophile.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
I heard that he gets hookers all the time.
Is that true? Do you get hookers?
Underage hookers.
Right.
Yeah.
Who told you he gets hookers? You're so
I can't
See, I had to spend money to get a hooker.
Can I tell you something? I think this woman's in love with Gilbert.
No, Howard.
Ma'am, I'm just telling you. I think you're in love
Howard,
with...
on the grave of my father. My sister who died, too.
Everything is Holocaust with
On
her.
the grave of everybody who died in the Holocaust. 6 million Jews.
All right.
And
So because of the 6 million, you won't go to bed with me?
I swear to you, I would be dead if I had to sleep with
This
Gilbert.
is why the 6 million died.
Why?
So this woman won't have to sleep with me.
My heart would stop. Gilbert, if you laid on top of me, my heart would stop.
Like Dracula.
Oh, my goodness.
I would sleep with anybody but Gilbert. Anybody.
What is it like to be Gilbert and have women constantly, like, tell you not only that not rejecting you, but, like, repulsed by you?
Would you sleep with an SS officer?
I think before I slept with you, I would.
Yeah.
You would?
I would close my eyes.
Yeah, but he could give her freedom.
I would close my eyes.
You would sleep.
My eyes.
You would sleep with a if you had to sleep with either a Nazi or Gilbert Gottfried.
Nazi.
You would sleep with a Nazi.
Nazi over Gilbert?
Right.
Well, he could slip her more bread.
Right.
I couldn't bear it. He's like, how it is to real.
If you had to sleep with either Gilbert or an AIDS patient, who would you sleep with?
You're going too far. You're going too far.
Well, we're just trying to determine.
We're just trying to determine how repulsed you are by Gilbert.
If you could either sleep with me or ride with Princess Di, which would you do?
That is horrible. See, now people will hate you even more, Gilbert. You did this to me, now you're doing this with Princess Di. People are already hating you all over America.
Well, man, you've had a horrible experience. Your family was killed by the Holocaust, and Gilbert, you just tried to open up to him. You tried to open.
You know, Howard, you know how many times I've talked to really important people in Hollywood, like Amy's friends, like really important people, producers, everybody has been so nice. He was the only one who
But do you tell everybody the Holocaust?
People ask me where you're from, you know.
It's like entertaining.
Yeah, so when you tell them where you're from from the Holocaust?
Yeah, you say, I'm from Auschwitz.
I'm not from the Holocaust, Howard. I'm too young for that.
Right.
I'm not from the Holocaust. But my parents went through it, and all my grandparents were killed, and my cousins.
Can't you just say you're from Germany and leave it that?
No, I can't. Howard, I somehow have to tell it. I don't know.
I see.
It's like, you know.
Well, you got to expect any kind of reaction then.
Right.
No, but nobody would say something like that.
I see. Like, who are some of the famous people you've actually got to spend time with as a result of working for Amy Heckerling, the great director?
Oh, it's not spending.
But you know what I mean.
Being on the set, John Travolta.
Right.
Look who's talking to.
And you told John Travolta your Holocaust story, and he was very.
No, he didn't.
And he danced
too. Told my Holocaust story.
Who?
A little bit. Henry Winkler.
Henry Winkler.
He is the sweetest guy in the whole wide world.
And when you told him,
did he give you the thumbs up and go, hey?
Hey, that's a good story.
Hey, Cunningham.
He was so nice. Oh, God.
Did you tell Donnie Most the story?
Who? Donnie Most? You are, Gilbert, people were in shock when you did that on Howard's show. They couldn't believe it.
Who called you?
This man must...
Did you tell Laverne and Shirley the Holocaust story?
Come on. People said you should be in a mental hospital.
Isn't Gilbert, like, you think, like Gilbert's just wacky for the show or something, and then when he gets off the air, he's like normal? He's not.
That's what I love about the story.
Yeah, it's great. There was no audience.
People said we can't understand how Howard Stern can love Gilbert so much. They don't understand.
Oh, I don't love him. I'm repulsed by him.
You like him a lot.
But, just imagine, not only does he do it in the car, he continues throughout the dinner.
Yeah, I mean, throughout the dinner with a 12-year-old in the room. Because Gilbert's trying to impress the 12-year-old. Probably wants it.
I think I had a shot with her.
I cannot stand Gilbert. He thinks he's an imbecile. He's like something.
Will she let me give her a bath?
Was Amy upset during the dinner that Gilbert was goofing on your home?
No! Amy's like in that... I told Amy I'm going to quit my job.
Really?
I swear to God, I said, Amy, I'm so disappointed in you. How can you be, like...
Didn't you try to get...
Laughing? She thinks, and, I said, Amy, I was waiting for you to defend me because I would have jumped on him and killed him.
I heard she hit on Amy for more money because I was insulting her on the Holocaust.
And she gave me more money.
Yes, she gave her more money.
Right.
So you're using the Holocaust to get more money.
Oh, Gilbert. Gilbert, you don't even know what you're doing to yourself in your career. You're killing yourself. You have nothing.
Yeah. The whole table's hysterical in this one.
Right. Well, listen, I understand your horror and shame.
And you know what people said? Howard was so nice.
Of course. I mean, Gilbert is insensitive.
Deutschland, nobody.
What did you do about Howard?
Yes.
I still have nightmares about it. I swear to God, I still have nightmares about this. How
hard drive with Gilbert?
She doesn't have nightmares about the Holocaust. She has nightmares about me.
No, she's talking about the Holocaust.
Yes.
You have nightmares about the Holocaust, and you tried to say to Gilbert, reach out to him because he's a Jew.
Howard,
yes.
Howard, I don't want pity or anything like that, but I just want to say another thing. After my father survived and everything with 80 pounds,
yes.
20 years later, he got killed in a car accident with my little sister. So my life was really not that easy. So I don't need a clown like Gilbert laughing. Gilbert, who never had one tragedy in his whole life but himself.
Have you ever looked at my penis?
But let's face it. I mean, it's kind of heavy to pick someone up and lay this all on them.
I wouldn't lay that on a normal person.
Right.
I am very sensitive and nice to guys.
Right.
And you picked out Gilbert?
Because you know what? He pretended that he was really, sympathetic,
Yeah. Well, all right. You know what? When he looks empathetic, it's just gas.
I think so, too.
That's right.
I tried to pick her up by promising to get her into the Holocaust Museum.
No, and Howard, I told you that Amy had to reimburse him for the taxi cab.
Wow.
You know, she said,
is that
you
true,
owe
Gilbert?
me $6.50 for the cab.
Oh, my God. Is that right?
That's right, and Amy just laughed. What can you do with a guy like this? I said,
right.
Why do you hire him? He ruins your movie. It's horrible.
Right. Well, anyway, there it is. There it is. Another horrible story about Gilbert, and they keep rolling in.
But maybe you can get Amy.
This is like the Jerry Lewis telethon.
Maybe you want to, hey, listen to this.
You want Amy on your show?
Amy, we would love to have on.
Yeah, Amy likes you now because you've been so good, you know.
Well, come on.
You said good things about her, and she
makes great movies.
Yeah, you're a sweet, Howard, and she will come on. I told her, Amy, you got to go on, Howard.
Come on, and we'll talk about the Holocaust.
She looks really great.
Could you do one thing for me before you go?
What is that?
Could you go, Hogan?
What was that? I can't even understand. It's so pathetic.
Hogan.
And you're not funny on anything. You're not funny on the news. You're just annoying. You're horrible as a vampire. Awful. Horrible. He's awful as everything.
Oh, you can't critique Gilbert's vampire.
No, yes, I can.
Please, Gilbert, I beg you.
He was insecure. He was just sitting there like a fool. You did the whole thing.
Here is the vampire.
He was
Listen to them, children of the night.
But before I go, I want to say one thing, Howard. You know, that's not even about Gilbert.
Please, Miss Holocaust woman. I think the blood of the Holocaust woman. Oh, German woman. Please, I bite the neck.
I don't think
the German
woman.
Thing
is, he just one funny scene. You know what? Gilbert.
Yes. Dracula's here. Wait.
Yes. Yes. I am not going to harm you. I will give you eternal life.
Before I go,
you will live forever.
Howard.
Among the undead.
Ah, you're so boring. Boy, are you boring.
This is always...
I will shoot a number into your arm.
Shoot a number?
With my fangs.
You know what, Gilbert? Howard, can I say something?
Save your head.
Gilbert, you were really
with my teeth.
Gilbert, they should have left. Gilbert. Howard?
Yes?
I think...
If I bit the necks of your parents, they would be alive today, drinking the blood of the
My
living.
mother is alive, you asshole.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll have to talk to Igor about this.
Howard?
Igor, you said she was...
Howard.
The hell is the matter with you?
Yes.
Shut up, Gilbert. Your voice is
Sorry,
annoying.
mister.
Yes?
Let me put her name on the computer.
Gilbert, they should have left the foreskin.
I bit off my own foreskin. With my
Your
fangs.
foreskin should have been on you and somebody should rip it off. And then you would know what pain means.
That feels good. Rip my foreskin off. Right now, I command you, stare into my eyes and rip my foreskin off. Oh, boy, that's good.
Oh. You're so anti-Semitic. You're the most anti-Semitic Jew I've ever seen.
He's an anti-Semite, you're right.
He really does. He gives Jews a bad name.
He
Everybody
does.
was
Igor is a Jew. He stands crooked. His stomach keeps falling off.
God, you make everybody laugh but me. I don't know.
I don't find it funny at all. It's not funny at all, ma'am.
I don't understand Robin and Howard. Robin is
I'm laughing at Howard. Howard's crying. He's laughing.
I'm crying because of the 6 million people who died in Germany.
But especially Robin is so sensitive, you know. And
right.
I don't understand.
She's outrageous.
I told you I wasn't laughing at Gilbert.
Gilbert is childish. Gilbert is childish.
He's like a, he's the...
She felt sympathy because she was in slavery. He understands. I would like to bite her on her black neck and her blacker kloogie. I want to bite her black kloogie. Stare into my eyes. I bite your kloogie.
All right.
No, before I
he did this the whole night at Amy Heckerling's house?
Pardon?
He did this the whole night at Amy Heckerling?
He spent like 2.5 hours there.
I like Jewish blood. There is a hint of gefilte.
You know what's funny to me is she was heckled at Amy Heckerling.
I know.
Yeah, he can make Jewish jokes about the
That could be her autobiography.
Gilbert, are you saying that the only reason that you did all these Jewish jokes is because it was inappropriate that she bring up the Holocaust?
Yes, I thought it was really inappropriate.
Right.
Because otherwise he does good Jewish impressions. I have to give him that. I have to give him that.
All right.
Listen, like his rabbi.
This is crazy. This is crazy. I understand.
Give me some Holocaust kloogie.
If you don't bring up the Holocaust, he makes funny Jewish jokes. He does funny old Jewish men and stuff like that.
I'm like Alan King.
All right. Well,
no,
anyway.
but he's no Jackie Mason, because when I listen to Jackie Mason, I'm really laughing.
Right. He does not have the ability to make you really laugh.
Gilbert just makes you smile.
But Howard, before I go, I don't want to waste time on Gil, but I want to give one compliment to Baba Booey.
Right.
I just wanted to say he's been very polite to me on the phone.
All right. Listen, thank you, and say hello to Amy for me.
I will,
right.
Howard.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
That is Barbara, who is very upset with Gilbert.
Always. Still.
Always. There's so many people.
I think
But she got it out of her system.
that dinner must have happened 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Like it was yesterday.
Oh, there's tons of people on the line who have Gilbert stories.
Oh, you're kidding.
Oh, God, I could sit here all day and listen to them, but I got to take a break, and I've got to...
This was one of the funniest.
Oh, those are great. Want to hear from a guy who Gilbert tried to pick up his wife?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, my God. No, this is great. I'm sorry, I can't break right now. Joe.
Yo.
Gilbert tried to pick up your wife?
Yeah, I was at the, about 6 months ago, I was at the Soho Grand Hotel.
Yeah.
With my wife, and I met a couple there. And they got a lounge area before the bar. And my wife goes up to get a drink. I'm hanging out with my friend. And I see this redheaded girl. Mike, I think she worked for him. Going up and trying to introduce, saying, listen, there's a comedian over here, thinks you're pretty, wants to meet you. I see my wife talking, she's pointing at me. So I walk over, I see what's going on. I look over, and it's Gilbert, having someone trying to pick up my wife for him.
Wow.
Wow, Gilbert is people?
What do you do? You don't buy that one.
This one I don't buy at all.
Oh, boy, actually, and in a bar at the same time.
What bar was this?
What?
What bar was this?
The Soho Grand Hotel, the bar upstairs.
You ever been to the Soho Grand?
I've been there, but I've never.
Then it's true.
He had a little gray sweatshirt. He looked like a little midget. I was ready to beat the crap out of him, first of all.
Now, here's a guy, Gilbert dated this guy's mom. Hey.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, Howard, how you doing?
Hey, what's happening?
Not too much. My mom was in high school with Gilbert.
Oh, really?
She said he was a real spaz.
High school?
What high school?
In East Greenbush.
Where?
East Greenbush.
East Greenbush?
Yeah, you know.
Ice Cream Bush.
Yeah. Oh, Ice Cream Bush.
You don't go to East Green Bush?
No, he said Ice Cream Bush.
Oh, Ice Cream Bush.
Yeah.
And finally, one more story. A person saw Gilbert pick up his own tip at a restaurant.
Now, that's ridiculous.
Is that true?
Howard.
Yeah.
It wasn't his own tip. He didn't pay or anything. It was somebody else that left the tip.
Wow, I believe that.
Yeah.
I believe that.
And he didn't want to take it all because he didn't want it missing. There was 2 50s, so he took one.
Wow.
50s?
Yeah, so it looked like it was still on the table.
Wow.
Who leaves $100 tip? Especially the restaurants I go into.
Right.
That was at Mann's, though. 100 was a small tip.
Mansville?
At Mann's Chinese Theater.
Oh, Mann's Chinese Theater? Were you there at Mann's Chinese Theater?
It was about
There's
6
no
years
restaurant in Mann's Chinese Theater.
Wow.
Yeah, 5 or 6 years ago.
Who cares? Anyway, what is the gorilla, real quick?
Well, I kind of dated a girl that dated Gilbert.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Was she hot?
Yeah, she's pretty hot, right?
I think so, if we're thinking of the same one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Listen, Gilbert gets
I
good.
don't know.
No, she was a real good-looking girl. And the thing was that you know, I was like,
She kind of kills it that she acts with him, too.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. It's just
she should have been done after.
How did you get it?
I
know how Gilbert gets
I met her at one of Fred's gigs, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and
really?
I just started talking to her. And
wow, and you got her?
Yeah.
Wow.
And it really kind of turned me off that she was with Gilbert before me, but...
Oh, please.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Really, you're kind of bottom of the barrel, too, you know. Yeah, don't be goofing on Gilbert. Yeah.
But anyway, she said that, you know...
Is she a good lover?
She said that...
She wouldn't really give me that many details. The only thing that I can get out of her was that, she, you know, in his apartment, that she goes, I know he has money, and yet his clothes must be, like, 30 years old. And she goes, he wouldn't go out and buy new clothes, and I had to, like, go out and buy them for him and then give it to him. So, like, 'cause at least when he went out to these premieres and stuff, that he would dress like, you know, someone, like, in the 90s.
Wow.
Who bought me clothes?
She said she had to go out and buy you clothes.
This story's making less sense.
Really?
Yeah.
I believe all of them.
Yeah.
I'll tell you the truth. But anyway, Gilbert, your legend grows.
Yes.
Gilbert will be at Caroline's next Wednesday, October 29th.
I gotta see this guy.
I gotta take a break. Can you hang out? Oh, of course you can hang. You know where to go.
Yeah.
Right.
I hang out.
But we'll do the news next.
Oh, he's got a hot date.
Yeah.
Well, if you were smart, you'd leave now. You just killed. So
Yes.
you don't like to leave.
It'll only go down.
We'll see. When we get back, if you want to be here, be here.
Until he came back with that story, that was sort of like...
A downer.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Gilbert, why don't you give your sizes out over the air so people can take the clothes?
Exactly.
Caroline's next Wednesday, October 29th. Gilbert Gottfried, you want to go see someone real funny, and we got to take a break. We'll come back and do the news.
14 and a half.
All right. Will you be doing your Dracula at Caroline's?
Oh, I think I might.
You might.
Yeah.
You'll do whatever they want.
Yeah.
You don't care.
Yeah.
All right. All right. What an honor to have Gilbert Gottfried here at Caroline's next Wednesday, October 29th. Well, Gilbert has made fun of the Holocaust so far this morning. Let's see what else we can talk about.
Yeah, what else can he have fun with?
Yeah, we're having some
tragedies.
fun. We were sitting here discussing who was cheaper, Gilbert or Ratso, and we decided Ratso makes Gilbert look like a piker.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm like a drunken sailor in a whorehouse next to him.
Yeah, you're nothing.
Yeah.
You're not even frugal next to Ratso.
He's going, it's great, his mother died. Now he can take us out to dinner.
I can't imagine being excited about that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, forget it. That makes Ratso's year. The fact that he fleeced a retard.
Oh! Like he discovered gold.
Right. Free money. A retard just made an inheritance.
Everyone makes money, doesn't he?
Who? Ratso?
A house, a summer house.
No, Ratso buys a house. And can't, Ratso will buy a house for like $50,000.
Yeah.
I mean, in 1998, literally $50,000. So close. You're not going to believe it. I found a house on the water, $50,000. And I'm going, what the? He goes, it's not a great neighborhood. I mean, it's just like, but it's going to get better.
It's beautiful.
I found out there's like tons of black people around the neighborhood. And like Ratso didn't know this. It's like, because he can't figure out. He goes, I got a fantastic deal.
He has a summer home in Harlem.
Yeah. Let's face it, because people are so prejudiced that here's Ratso. Here's Ratso. Ratso.
Yeah.
Fantastic. You spent like what, $50,000 on that house?
What?
You spent like $50,000 on that house you just bought?
It's more than $50,000.
Not much.
How do you get the house on water for $50,000?
How about 60?
A little bit more. Anyway, let's.
Is it about, what was it, about 70?
The point is Gilbert.
So Ratso will be like, hey, $70,000 or whatever, $50,000, and I'm like, who buys a house for $50,000?
Where is this house?
So he bought it someplace. I'm not even sure where it is. It must be
on the island, right?
Yeah, it's somewhere, but
on the fashionable South Shore.
Yeah, it's on the South Shore.
There was a South Shore.
So you go, wait a second. It's on the water, and it's like $60,000 this house. And Ratso's like, it's green, we love it. And I'm like, there's no. So I found out some investigating. I spoke to someone who went out there. They got a picture of it for me, so I go look at it. She says, it's surrounded by black people. That's the laugh of the whole. Everyone laughs with Ratso. What are you talking about? He bought in a bad neighborhood.
Anyway,
black people
it's
doing
like Malcolm X boat.
They're not on the water. They're like right next to the houses on the water.
it's multicultural. Okay.
They're on the water in those long boats.
They're pushing Ratso into the sea.
Ratso's like Tarzan.
Oh, dear. What, Ratso? I can't hear you.
What?
Gilbert, without a
without a doubt, is the cheapest man.
No, you're cheaper than Gilbert.
I am like George Soros compared to Gilbert.
No, you're the cheapest guy.
No.
Right, so you bought a house for $50,000.
One night, Gilbert and I were at Columbus at Rick Newman's old restaurant. And I think Drew Barrymore was there with her mother.
Right.
And
she was about 3 years old, drinking at the table.
You remember this?
Yeah. She didn't even have her adult teeth.
6 years old. She kept on.
She had no teeth. You know, she was a kid, and she was getting drunk.
Oh God!
Her mother was getting her drinks. She was like having a scotch.
Wow. Well, we can't mellow her out.
Benny was there, and Gilbert keeps on yelling across the room, "What about the $6 million? What about the $6 million, Daddy?" So we had a great night.
Right.
So it's the end of the night, and we both have to go home. So we get in a cab, and it's about 79th Street in Columbus.
Yeah.
And we start going downtown. And Gilbert lives in Chelsea, and I was going to visit a friend in Chelsea. So we take a cab together. We share a cab. We get to 23rd and 8th. And I know Gilbert, I've been with him for years and years, has never sprung once for anything.
Right.
We go to topless clubs. Our friends and me are buying beers. Gilbert would never buy a beer for anybody.
Right.
So we get down.
Why should I buy? I'm more famous.
We get to 23rd and 8th, and I go, all right, so let's get out. And I go, like I'm making believe I'm going to pay for the bill. And I go, and I turn away, and I go, Gilbert, I have no money. You got to pay for the cab. And Gilbert, it's a stunned silence. And Gilbert is just freaking out. And he goes, I said,
he's trying to make it into a bigger story.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Gilbert starts, no, I swear.
Yeah.
Gilbert starts into his pocket and pulls out little crumpled $1 bills. One.
And I say, goodbye, boys.
3.
I'll tell you one about Ratso.
All right, go ahead.
Okay.
Oh, now we're going to trick.
When Belzer's daughter was in town, she was staying in like the same house as Ratso. You know, it's like same apartment building. So they were sharing a cab together, and she had no money. You know, she was like 15 or something.
Right.
And she brought home some food from dinner, and they shared a cab together. And Ratso goes, look, when we get to your house, can I have half of that?
Hey, wait a second, though. What is it, Baba Booey?
There's one story about Ratso that I've heard that is really legendary.
Right.
Ratso used to go to the Lone Star Cafe downtown.
Right.
And this guy, Mort, owned it. And Ratso was friends with that guy, Kinky Friedman, who lived in Texas. So Ratso tried to get in one night, and Mort wasn't there. So Ratso had to pay the $5 or $10 cover charge, which he absolutely refused. So the way I heard it was, at 1 o'clock in the morning, he went to a payphone, called Kinky Friedman Collect in Texas to tell him to call Mort Cooperman at home to let him in for free.
Wow. That's nothing. Hey, but wait a second. Ratso.
He got in, he said.
Here's the girl that dated Gilbert and Grillo, and she says she used to stay up at night helping him roll pennies for the bank. What is it? Let's get her on the line. Hello?
Hello.
Hi, Becky.
Hi, this is Rebecca. How are you?
Hi. You went out with Gilbert?
Yeah, it wasn't a serious thing, but I did see him for about over a year.
Right.
Sounds pretty serious.
No.
For Gilbert, that's serious.
No, I had other, people I was seeing.
There's no way Gilbert's big, is he?
Holding hands is serious for me.
Yeah.
No, I mean, he's very sweet.
Now, what do you mean you had to roll pennies for?
Well, I mean, he had a bunch of change on his coffee table, and with rolls there, and he was rolling. I said to him, "You can't be serious."
That was the night out. He invited you over?
No, we really didn't go out much. We didn't go out at all. Actually.
Well, it costs money, right?
Yeah, of course.
Right, so you take your girlfriend out, though, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Gilbert's that cheap. Did you ever have to pay for dinner and stuff?
We didn't have dinner.
Really?
Who were you with, Gilbert?
You would just have with him?
I'd hang out with him. I'd talk to him about his shows. I'd help him pick out his clothes for when he's going to be on TV.
Now, what about TV?
He doesn't have cable.
He will not get cable.
No, he will not get cable.
You really won't get cable? Why won't you get cable, Gilbert?
You can't even see your own show.
Which I can.
That's the one reason.
Yeah. Gilbert,
that's why I won't get it.
Gilbert, you will not get cable? Why? Seriously.
Oh, I don't know. I'll get it one of these days.
Don't you think as a comedian you want to be up on...
It took him 8 years to buy a VCR.
Really?
And he called me to find out which was the cheapest brand and the best one.
Oh, I remember going to a National Lampoon party that they had at this club where everyone got a drink ticket.
Right.
It was really cheap. So Ratso was following me around the whole night. He goes, "Can I have your drink ticket? You don't drink." So I give him the drink ticket, and then he goes, later on, he goes, "Can you go out and tell them you didn't get the drink ticket? They forgot."
Does Gilbert have rabbit ears on his television?
Do you have rabbit ears? So how do you pick up television? I mean,
I put a clothes hanger outside.
No, but you think you'd want the good reception that cable brings? You know,
I have one of those record players with the crank on it.
Really?
Yeah.
No, really.
You don't even have a CD player, though.
He doesn't?
No.
Doesn't he like to have music on when he has sex?
No, I hum along with
Was he good in bed?
I'll give him that.
He is good.
Ah.
Wow. Oh, man. What a shock. And Gilbert, he's willing to give you that.
Sure, it doesn't cost anything.
Anyway, he's a good guy.
All right, thank you. I can't believe you rolled pennies with him.
And I was good in bed.
Yeah. Did you really roll the pennies?
I didn't do it. I refused to.
Oh, he rolled them.
I couldn't believe it.
Wow.
So he sat there and rolled pennies.
He's got to have a lot of money if he's rolling pennies.
Yeah.
I mean, he's frugal. Ratso, you don't roll pennies, do you?
No.
All right. All right, thanks, guys.
I guess
No, I invest.
Gilbert is the cheapest.
Yeah, Gilbert might be the cheapest. Thank you, Ratso, for clearing that up.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye, Howard.
Bye. Lovely. What a life.
We're having too much fun.
We are. We better do some news. Man, you're funny. Your personal life is so funny. So sad. At least you're getting laid, though. That's good. Yeah. You had that chick for a year. Yeah, that's pretty good. That took me by surprise.
Yeah, how'd that pass us for so long?
How do you date a girl for a year and never take her to dinner?
But you guys really got to get together with Ratso and hear him brag about how he paid so little for his house. He thinks he got away with something. You got to see it.
The whole world wasn't watching.
Yeah, and like, you know, as soon as I heard this story and what he paid, I'm like, wait a second.
Wrong with this story.
Something's wrong with this story.
Welfare families will
Yeah,
in
right.
that area.
Yeah. Can't even go out for a quart of milk.
Yeah.
Have you been to Ratso's house, Gilbert?
No.
I hear Ratso's got religious statues all over his house.
Really?
He's like a kook.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I'm praying that the Schwarzes won't attack me.
I'm going out for milk. Cover me. I'm thinking of going out there just to check out the house.
We gotta go.
It's supposed to be a real goof. We ought to all go.
Let's get in a car and go.
Go to Ratso.
Hey there, Jew boy.
Hey, Ratso, welcome to the neighborhood.
Let's get a Humvee.
Yeah.
Field trip.
Oh, man, River.
Well, hello there.
Hello there, Ratso. Welcome to the neighborhood.
Ratso.
Trick or treat.
I don't know what you people are doing.
My old neighbor, Ratso. Ratso Sloman. Howdy. The head muckety muck.
I'm a black man. I can't lend you a quarter.
What you mean, trick or treat?
At least Ratso won't be borrowing anything from the neighbors.
Excuse me, Ratso. Can I steal your lawnmower? That's supposed to be borrow. I ain't gonna borrow it. I'm gonna steal it. Let's see you get it back. Say goodbye. What you gonna do about it? You don't man to be dancing with your girlfriend, do you? By the way, she might come back bow-legged, but oh man. Welcome to the neighborhood. Hey, you got water from there.
If you pay for the drinks, you can have my girlfriend.
You gave Ratso your drink ticket?
Yes. And then he wanted me, he was saying, look, go back, tell them that they never gave you a ticket.
Unbelievable.
Can we do the news before noon today?
It's unbelievable. Never mind that. Robin, here's news. You want breaking news? There's a woman on the... Let's see. There's a guy on the phone. He says he's at the scene where a woman has locked herself in her house. They tried getting her out with tear gas, but she fired 2 shotgun blasts at the cops.
Where's this?
Let's just find out. This could be breaking news.
This is a girl I wanted to have with.
Ratso lives next door to her. Dave, is that going on right now?
Well, it's been going on.
Where's it going on?
Been going on.
Where is this?
Where are you?
Well, we live outside of Buffalo, as a matter of fact. That's another thing I wanted to say. Hey, hats off to Q107 for getting you back, because we've been missing you.
Oh, I guess our Toronto station goes into Buffalo.
Oh, yeah, even farther. We get you all the way out to Erie.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Wait a second. So this woman is locked in a house. The cops
Has this been going on for weeks?
Well, this is in Illinois. Yeah,
Oh.
It's been going on for like a month.
Okay.
All right, well, we know about that. Okay, fine. Goodbye. I thought he was at the scene.
Yeah.
Sorry. I thought it was happening out by Ratzo's house. Ratzo, come on over. We need your help.
There's a woman shooting at people. Oh, I didn't say today.
Yeah, 15 weeks ago. Great.
We need the news.
Yes. Come on. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, come on. I'm going to fall asleep.
Gilbert. Ratto, why did you rob that bone from my dog? Hey, that Alpo ain't for you.
Gilbert, calm down for a second.
Okay.
All right.
Something else to get into. This is one of the most fascinating stories I've ever heard. These are people who... Thank you. These are people we need to look up now.
Who?
Earlier this month, in Madison, Wisconsin, a brother and sister were convicted of felony incest.
Holy mackerel!
We're Ratzo's neighbors.
Now a state court says they have no parental rights to their 7-year-old daughter.
Wow.
The siblings have had 3 children, and they have lost rights to all 3. The woman is pregnant with a 4th child. And they say their relationship has nothing to do with their ability to be good parents.
Do they live near Ratzo?
The court disagrees. In yesterday's ruling, the judges wrote the arrangement makes a mockery of the concept of family.
Hey, we ain't no mockery.
Mockeries.
The brother and sister are in jail until they're sentenced for their felony conviction. They face 10 years in prison.
So the brother and sister are married?
Yeah, I don't know if they could get married,
well,
but
you know
they've been sleeping with each other in a relationship and have had several children.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
Get laid.
Do they have drink tickets?
The kids must be so cross-eyed that their eyes are in each other's heads. Can you imagine that?
I want to know, what do their children look like?
Gilbert.
Are they single?
Are they single?
Well, do they have drink tickets?
Yeah. Fantastic.
A night of cold weather did
Hey,
not...
can I have that girl with the arm growing out of her head?
did not stop them from playing baseball in Cleveland. However, it did make the game a little messy, is what they're saying.
Do you watch sports at all?
Oh, yeah. I drink beer.
No, you don't care about World Series.
No.
All right.
The Cleveland Indians tied a World Series record for making 3 errors during a 7-run ninth that allowed Florida to post a 14-11 victory. The Indians built a 7-3 lead against Al Leiter, but by the 5th inning, but their bullpen and glove work cost them the victory. It was all those errors they made that allowed runs to go home. Gary Sheffield hit one of the Marlins' 3 home runs and finished with 3 hits and 5 RBIs.
Hey, Gilbert, how many guys on a baseball team?
Well, baseball players have very odd names.
No, how many guys?
I don't even know.
Really? You seriously don't know?
Baseball.
You don't even know how many players are on a team? Wow.
How could you be an American?
Yeah.
God, that's unbelievable. As a kid, no one ever had you play baseball?
No.
You were picked for any team.
Oh, yeah, what team would want me on there?
Yeah. But even as a kid, you didn't learn how many...
Yeah, I don't know a thing about...
You're being honest? You don't know how many guys are on a team?
I know that Babe Ruth played baseball.
Do you know the guy who stands on the mound? Do you know what he's called?
The mound guy.
Right.
Yeah.
No, you know what that's called, right? That's the pitcher, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that you know.
Our baseball players have very strange names.
Yeah, right.
Well, anyway, here is Gary
Help me the names of the players. You got a catcher? Now, wouldn't this be a fine team without a catcher?
Gary
who's on first? What's on second? I don't know who's on third.
Gary Sheffield?
No. Like to get out of your
You're not getting out of here for a month.
I just told myself I was going to get him the inside part of the plate, and I seen where Marquise was playing me, and I just said I was going to try to hit the ball into the right field.
You live near Ratzo.
Yeah. Now, since it's who's on a first or who's on a second, and I don't know who's on third.
Oh, goodness.
What you said before, but a drug thing, because when I'm kids, I don't know why you put it back in there.
That wasn't Brian Gumbel, that's for sure.
That's Ratzo's landlord. What are you on there? Rent? Plumbing mortgage roof late Tenant, blue, fiction, blue, pink, blue,
all right.
Here is
drink ticket.
All right, go ahead.
He's the designated hitter for the Marlins. He must have been in some key play last night.
Designated hitter. Baseball. Catcher.
All right. That is ridiculous. What tape did you say, Robin?
Jim Eisenreich.
What did he do again? He's one of the guys?
He plays
penalty.
All right, already, yeah.
He's on the Marlins.
All right.
If I hit it the way I'm trying to, it's a line drive to right, and it's a base hit. But I get under a little bit, and it went out.
And here he is again saying that
Too bad he could speak English.
he's really happy about this hit.
Why are you playing a tape?
It's an act of God that I hit a home run. And I feel very fortunate that I was able to do that. And, I guess, it helped our team get back in the game a little bit.
Douchebag says what?
Really, it was an act of God that he hit a home run.
Bloobity, God.
So what does he think? Forget it. Go ahead. God is only on their side? Oh, man.
Bloobity, Jesus. Bloobity, Virgin Mary.
Catch every sixth word. All right, go ahead. Yes, Robin, you were saying. Please, Gilbert, enough. You're not that funny. Gilbert Gottfried and Caroline's next Wednesday, October 29th. We'll be doing a famous impression of Ratzo's neighbors.
In Missouri, prison officials say a convicted man's last words were that
innocent.
What were his last words?
Was committing a premeditated murder. Alan Bannister was executed by injection this morning for an alleged contract killing in 1982. Bannister says he shot the man by accident. Prosecutors say Bannister was
accident.
He'd kill her.
Wow.
The case gained international attention, and some celebrities joined the cause. Ed Asner, Sean Penn, and Harry Belafonte.
Gilbert was going to join, but it cost money.
Unsuccessfully seeking clemency.
There wasn't a buffet
from Missouri's governor, but they did not get the governor's ear. Here's a protester named Rita Fleischman, who was outside the prison last night.
Bloobity, Jew.
Governor Carnahan, hear your people!
What's the dealio?
Execution!
Oh, imagine being married to her.
Want to be put to death.
Ratso, where's the milk? One piss to Schwarz's and get some groceries. We don't have any eggs.
We're afraid to get the groceries.
Can't they deliver?
The house is 50,000, but I'm surrounded.
Anyway, this guy was supposedly paid by another guy whose wife was, I think, living with another man. So he went to the door, and somehow that guy wound up. He says the gun went off by accident. He was a paid contract killer, and now he's been put to death.
I went to Ratzo's house. We lived for 2 weeks on canned goods. Great to leave.
Try the beans.
Oh, dear.
What else is in the news, Robin?
A Central Florida woman is losing custody of her kids because she's addicted to the Internet.
Wow.
A Lake County Circuit Court judge says Pam Aldridge ignored the needs of her children because she's too wrapped up in cyber things.
You on the Internet at all?
Oh, yes.
You don't have a webpage?
Computer?
Too cheap to get a computer. Gilbert, at least Ratzo's got a computer.
Yeah. Court
I like to keep on track of who's surrounding my house.
Court records indicate Aldridge has been spending most of her time in her bedroom with the computer, locked away from her children. After an evaluation by a psychologist, The judge concluded that the woman's obsession with the internet had clouded her judgment. The kids ages 7 and 8 were originally when she and her husband separated. Now the children will move in with their dad.
I know people who are addicted to the internet. These people, they're on all day and night. You can go into the chat rooms and they're there all day and night.
Yeah, whenever you go on, they're there.
They're there. And you go, wow, they're always there. If you go on once a day, they're there. It's unbelievable.
All kinds of strange
click
news in the news stories.
That's Ratto's summer home.
A Syracuse man who was convicted of shaking his infant son to death in 1994 has been given temporary custody of his 2-year-old daughter. Maybe he can do as good a job with it.
Give him a second chance.
Yeah. Guy can make mistakes.
Antonio Calvez.
Are you Antonio? Do you have a sister? What's her name?
Sue.
Her name's Sue?
This guy was recently paroled, then a judge in Syracuse, New York, turned the top.
If you were Irish, what would you have for dinner? An Irish stew?
All right, get out of here.
Just imagine these kids. The
Yeah.
judge ruled that the child's mother and her boyfriend are unfit parents because of drinking, drug abuse, and physical abuse in the household.
Maybe they should get a lawyer and he can sue. He'll sue.
So a guy who shook a kid to death is a better parent.
Wow. Guys are found each other, two lovers.
Oh, dear.
We got to, you know what? When next summer comes, we got to go to Ratto's summer home.
Yeah.
We got to go.
Because he's always inviting people there.
He's like,
it's a fantastic neighborhood. My neighbors have the greatest tan. I wonder what the SPF is.
A 5-year-old Long Island girl is being credited with helping free herself and her grandfather after 2 men tied them up and stole cash and other items from their home in Oyster Bay.
I hope they didn't take their rolled penny collection.
The grandfather was babysitting the girl at 9:30 yesterday morning when a man knocked on the door and claimed he'd lost his dog. The guy opened the door.
Terrible.
And the suspect pulled out a gun and forced his way inside. The suspect hit the grandfather in the
And he
head.
said, I'm sorry, I thought this was Ratto's house.
The gun, handcuffed him and placed a blanket over his head.
Gilbert, you would never open your door to somebody who needed help, would you? I wouldn't.
The suspect then used duct tape to bind the girl's hands together. Police say the suspect and another man then stole cash and other items from the house before running off.
Dog.
The girl was able to bite through the duct tape.
I have no dog.
I have no dog. Alone. Hunted. I don't have a pooch.
The girl was able to bite through the duct tape.
Wow.
I bite through the duct tape. Pull the strings. Pull the strings.
Then she grabbed the telephone for her grandfather.
Wow.
She will not make it.
Wow.
The police cannot help you now. Even though you bit through the duct tape. Soon you will live forever.
Oh, dear.
You will live the life of the alive, not dead. Oh, dog, you will drink the blood of the living.
The grandfather was
It will
taken to a
keep
local
you
hospital.
alive. You will turn into a bat or a wolf. You can only be killed by sunlight or a stake through the heart. And you can have with your father anytime you want. Oh, that was the other story.
Do gay vampires bite on the nuts? Dracula Gottfried.
They bite the nuts. They chew the nuts. Even though the nuts are fattening, they bite down on the nuts then you know the pain of the... Even they come to life when you bite on their nuts. I heard the dream when you bite on their nuts.
All right, let's continue with the news. Come on, this is crazy.
Sad life. You think Gilbert's life is sad?
Yeah, who has a sadder life than Gilbert?
Antonio. Isn't that right, Antonio?
No.
Who has a sadder life?
His sister.
70 years in a North Carolina state mental hospital for a crime he didn't commit.
Yeah, that is sadder than Gilbert. Not by much.
His name is Junius Wilson.
Bloobity, Junius.
Wow.
And when he was 19 years old, he was convicted of a rape that it turns out he didn't commit. But as a result, he was castrated.
Oh.
Jurors thought Wilson was retarded when they found him incompetent to stand trial.
That is sadder than you.
Hospital, but he was actually deaf.
Oh.
The charges were dropped in the 70s, but the hospital let him stay when it couldn't find relatives to care for him.
Wow.
And now they are going to court, I guess, to see if he can't spend the rest of his life in this mental hospital because it's the only thing he's known.
Oh, that is the saddest thing. I want to option that story.
Yeah, isn't that the worst?
I want to put Jim Carrey in there. He'll be great. He'll make it a comedy, of course.
Oh,
who cares? That guy sells tickets. Gary, send that guy a private parts package.
All right, Ian.
Send him an up-all-night T-shirt.
Right, there you go, Gilbert. There you are. You are generous.
Yes.
You're not a stupid rat, though.
A gospel group is taking heat from gay groups.
Thanks. Hunted.
Isn't natural. Sisters Angie and Debbie Winans wrote the song called Not Natural after watching an episode of TV's Ellen, almost, where the lead character came out of the closet as a lesbian.
Right.
Their song also addresses premarital violence using Sisal products.
Oh, we got to get that song.
The Winans sing in the chorus, it's not natural. Just because it's popular doesn't mean it's cool.
Gilbert, do you agree with that?
It ain't natural. A bloobity, lesbos.
The gay gospel choir in New York says it objects to hearing
Hunted.
Compared to low morality. A Washington, D.C. gospel station has refused to play the song.
Ellen's a lesbian?
Yeah. You got to get cable.
Oh, man.
The sisters aren't backing down. They plan to sing Not Natural at the Million Woman March in Philadelphia on Saturday.
Million Woman March?
I didn't
know
anything about it.
You better investigate. You ought to go there, Gilbert. There's 1,000,001 odds you get laid. You think you could get laid at the Million Woman March?
A bloobity, lay?
2 million breaths. Anything else, Robin?
Yes, Stevie Wonder is a good guy.
He lives next door to Ratzo.
He doesn't forget people, Howard. He
Right.
called. He was, I guess, going to stay at the MGM Grand Hotel, and he called to request his favorite limo driver there. And he found out the guy had been killed, so he insisted on singing at the guy's funeral.
Wow.
Charles Lee Redmond was shot to death on October 13th, allegedly by a dancer who had been stalking him and later committed suicide.
A female dancer?
I guess so.
Wow.
So
He
even
was stalked to death.
limo drivers get stalked.
Stevie Wonder sang. He does not see. He cannot see his reflection in the mirror.
He looks like you, right? Dracula Gottfried?
Both of us cannot see our reflection. He comes and he sings for the dead.
Hey, so you like that?
He sings for the dead. Sometimes he sings about being blind and for the phone company. He does songs for the phone company. Reach out and touch someone.
Wonder told the congregation at
How did he tell the congregation? He said, I am blind, don't cut my nuts off.
Oh, dear.
I know you cut the nuts off of deaf people, but don't cut the nuts off because I am blind.
He said he was there out of love.
He said he was there because he thought it was the Grammy.
And their friendship was not based on Wonder's fame. Wonder said he knew the first day he met Redmond that they'd be friends.
Right. Well, there you go. It's a sad story in a sense.
Elton John has bumped off Bing Crosby's White Christmas.
That's right.
With his rendition of Candle in the Wind, 1997. It is now the #1 song of all time. The Guinness Book of Records says nearly 31.8 million copies of the record have been shipped worldwide in its 38 days of release.
I love you, Robin.
Thank you very much. Motley Crue in Pittsburgh. They got before Sunday's show in Pittsburgh.
Wow. You can't do that, right, Gilbert?
You can masturbate and perform oral sex.
You can?
Not when you're dead.
Authorities seized the tape.
If I perform oral sex, I cut the woman up with my fangs.
Was not
pull the string.
Oh boy! See, now he's gone too far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The tape was not played at any other shows. Police say several parents called to complain, and one mother who took her 9-year-old and a 7-year-old to the show.
Well, who takes a 9-year-old to a Motley Crue concert?
I took my daughter there.
Right.
Is considering bringing criminal charges against the band.
Wow. Oh, please.
Can you imagine?
Oral sex is beautiful.
Please.
Well,
if they have criminal charges, what
come
will
on.
the lawyer do?
Sue.
He sue?
Oh, no. Dennis Rodman has given the Chicago Bulls an ultimatum. He says he wants a signed contract by noon tomorrow or he's going elsewhere. I told you yesterday he's balking at some incentives currently included in that contract he has with the Bulls that remains unsigned.
Yeah. He doesn't think he can meet the incentives because half the team is sick.
I know.
So he figures,
they should lower the standards there.
Wow.
Well, we'll have to see what the Bulls do. Keenan Ivory Wayans, we were talking about Vibe earlier in the day.
Did you ever do that show, Gilbert? Seriously, Vibe?
Oh, no.
Surprise.
The one black show I haven't done.
You're on tons of black shows.
Yes.
Black people like Gilbert.
Yeah.
They do. I don't know why.
I should live with Ratso.
He does all the black movies. He was in How to Be a Player.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. You were very good in that.
Yes, I was. I thought the book was better, though.
Right.
Anyway, Keenan Ivory Wayans also has a show on Late Night Talk.
What's she say?
The Vibe guy is...
Bloobity, Vibe.
Sinbad.
Yeah.
So, Keenan is out promoting his movie right now, and they asked him about his TV show. Here's why he decided to do a talk show.
I love TV, and I had great success in television, and the movie industry is fun, but it doesn't have the same consistency as TV, and people easily can forget, and you pretty much judge project by project. And so the advantage in TV is it gives you a consistent exposure, and...
What do you think the TV show's ruining him? It's kind of bad, his TV show?
It's very difficult, I think,
Yeah.
for a lot of these people to come up with that funny stuff every night of the week.
Every night? How about one night?
Well, maybe for the sake of consistency, you do it none at all.
Right.
All those guys have done it in their way. The only thing that separates me from Johnny Carson is who we are as hosts. And Johnny had one style, and Jack Parr had another style, and I have another style. We all have different sensibilities, and
couldn't he talk a bit faster?
Humorous, and that's really what it is. It's the host, and that's what I discovered in my sort of research. I realized
he researched?
It's not the show.
Oh,
it's
but
the host.
I'm not a
Because the
Schwarzer.
format.
What was that, Johnny?
But I'm not a Schwarzer.
Is what it is. And yes, you can try and embellish on the format, but all of that is irrelevant because it's the host that people are tuning in to see.
Oh, he's killing me.
So in other words, he says the host is what makes a talk show different. And
Oh, really?
finally, he tells us how you get guests.
Uh-oh.
The show becomes secondary. Your guests become secondary. It's about you, your monologue, the sketches that you do.
For such a low rating, should he really be philosophizing about,
your comments on your guests. It's your conversation with them.
But you have to have some success before you get to be interviewed.
I learned in doing my homework, basically.
You didn't sound all
That's
that.
a lot of homework.
Yeah, for a guy not getting any ratings. Less homework, more jokes.
If my show doesn't work out, I might have to live next door to Ratso, but I do not look forward to it.
Crosby has given a second series by CBS. They have confirmed that he will host a series of versions of Kids Say the Darndest
They
Things.
say the darndest thing in the rent.
The network has ordered 12 half-hour episodes of the show for the mid-season.
Right.
The kids' concept, of course, started back in 1952 with Art Linkletter's House Party.
Sounds like a winner.
Let's talk to the kids about it. No.
Bill Cosby droning on with children.
Yeah.
That's what I like to see.
So do you ever like this over name?
They should have a show for pedophiles. With Bill Cosby and some young kids. That's something you tune into.
So would you like to touch my boat giggle? Would you like to do the beastie boo bop doo?
What would be funny is you have a group of kids with Bill Cosby and they all claim that he's their father. That would be really good. Yeah, I'll watch that. What's up with that? All right, Robin. Is that what's happening?
Do you want to know how it turned out for Johnny Rotten with Judge Judy, or would you rather wait till you see the show?
I'd rather know from you.
I think Johnny Rotten wins his case.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
Oh, see, you should have told us.
Killed it.
Now I can't watch.
What the dillio?
Right.
And they think that Roman Polanski might wind up back in New York if he gets to return to the United States.
Don't tell me that.
They have come up with some kind of a musical version of an old film that he did.
Yeah.
He would love to produce it on Broadway.
Lolita.
Yeah. How about we deny him that pleasure?
So those negotiations, I don't know whether they're still going on in California or not. You don't hear anything, but the rumor is that Roman Polanski is negotiating to get back into the country.
What are you saying?
Escaping after pleading guilty to statutory rape.
Wow. Gilbert Gottfried at Caroline's next Wednesday, October 29th, Robin.
Well, that's wonderful.
I know you'll be there. We could go heckle him.
And USA up all night.
Gilbert.
And you still have that job?
Don't remind me.
Wow. USA up all night to host the bad movies?
Yes.
Wow.
Well, that's a long-standing job.
Yeah, I mean, when are you going to get your honorary Emmy?
Yeah, that's right.
It's a horrible show. Tune in and see Gilbert.
Are they pleased with your performance now? For a while, they were a little upset with you, said you weren't putting any energy.
Yeah, it wasn't intense enough.
Right. They accused you of not putting enough energy into that horrible show. Like, wouldn't you be embarrassed if you had to put energy into that? Yeah, I planned this for a week.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
I really thought about what I'm going to do.
I see the character as angry.
Do you put some effort into it now?
Oh yes.
No, seriously, do you?
Yeah, I study with Strasbourg.
Right.
Yeah.
Jackie the Jokeman Marlowe has 2 filthy and funny CDs, Sergeant Pecker and the Joke Man. Only $12 plus $4 shipping and handling. Also on cassette, buy 2, get 1 free. Call 1-800-323-KING. Why don't you have a CD? I don't understand.
He doesn't have a CD. He doesn't have a DVD. He has
nothing. Jackie has all of this.
He doesn't have a webpage.
Friday and Saturday, Jackie, November 7th and 8th at the Riviera Hotel. Now, there's a gig.
Oh,
that's good.
Nothing.
Even Gilbert's like, how did he get there? On the Strip in Las Vegas. For information and nasty jokes, visit jokeland.com. Gilbert, I told you Caroline's next Wednesday, October 29th. Geez, who else do I have to plug here? Don't miss Stuttering John hosting the 2nd annual beauty contest at Club Paradise in Las Vegas this Saturday night from 10 to 12 midnight.
He's in Vegas, too?
He's in Vegas. There's a guy who's angry with Gilbert. He says he ruins the show. Jeff, you think he ruined the show?
Obvious.
Did Gilbert ruin the show? Gilbert? I mean,
yeah.
Jeff?
Yes.
All right, he's gone, Gilbert. You got off the hook on that one. I didn't think you ruined the show. You made it bad, but you didn't ruin it.
You didn't completely ruin it.
Right, you didn't completely ruin it. Now, tomorrow, Sternak will be here. All right, so there it is.
Another one in the can.
Another one in the can. Wow.
Have you ever had it in the can? Has your sister? What's her name?
Ronnie corners me with business questions now. Like
oh yeah.
Used to be Ronnie was my driver, and I'm coming up in the elevator today, and he's like, "Hey man," he goes, "you know these people who run the Ronnie block party?" I go, no, I don't know any of them. He starts naming people like I'm supposed to know them.
Right, now you're supposed to remember these names.
Yeah, it's Ronnie's business venture. He goes, I'm just checking. The guy bought, when he explains business, it's crazy. He goes, the guy bought a Long Island theater, which means he rented the theater for one of their shows.
Okay,
but he goes,
I don't know.
The guy bought a Long Island theater, and he wants to show the movie Private Parts before the block party. Is that okay?
Oh.
And I'm like, I go, Ronnie, I don't own the movie Private Parts. Somebody wants to show it.
Paramount.
Yeah, that's Paramount's deal. I go, but, the real answer is I fucking can't stand that block party, Ronnie's block party. I hate it. It's turned into my nightmare.
Yeah! We're here! Woo!
I don't give a shit about it.
Well, why don't you tell him that? Leave me alone.
Yeah,
Leave me alone, damn it.
Yeah, I just want to say, Ronnie, never ever be smart. Never bring up the block party to me. I fucking here. You want to know what I want? I want you to get rid of it. I want it to go away.
Don't ever say block party to me.
Yeah. When they're having some cruise with Beetlejuice, it's like anyone they can find off the show, and then it's like there's a whole little ancillary business. Letterman's people don't do that.
No, there's no Letterman traveling circus.
Yeah, there's no, the Daily Show doesn't have a traveling circus. Only I have that. And really, I don't want to hear about it. I don't want, don't ask me business questions in the morning when I'm coming up in the elevator.
What's wrong? What did I do
Don't
now?
mention the block party to me.
Why? What did I do? What's wrong?
No, I mean, with that whole Private Parts and showing the movie before the block party, I don't give a fuck about them. I want the block party to die and go away. So every time you bring
But that's not true.
What's
What?
not true?
I was watching, what was I watching last night? I was just talking to Lieberman about it, about the pace car thing.
Yeah.
And you were on there.
Right.
Making comments.
Right.
And do you remember your comment?
What was it?
How you make people from around you.
Yeah, I'm trying to be nice. So do me a favor. Don't bring up that block party to me.
All right.
Especially in the morning. I hate it.
I asked you. I'm trying to do the right thing and ask permission and not fuck up. I don't want to fuck up.
Talk to Gary about it.
Why would I talk to Gary about it?
Because I don't
You're
want to be confronted.
He's not Gary. It's not
Gary's
you.
the executive producer of the show.
Yeah,
don't
but
talk to me. Listen, Ronnie, listen carefully.
I am listening
talk
carefully.
To me about your block party business. If you got business with the limo, that's what you are to me. You're my limo driver.
Understood.
And you're security. Do you want to talk about that shit with me? Fine. You want to talk about your fucking block party business? Talk to Gary.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
I want to hear about it. I fucking makes me want to throw up.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
He doesn't understand anyway.
I understand.
I love how he says I'm listening while you're talking.
She always waits till I walk out. When I say something, go ahead. What'd you say?
Do you think that I could show the block party at the block party?
No, not me.
You think we could show the? Who is it then? I don't know this fucking guy you're in business with.
The guy asked me. The guy
in other words, the guy
asked me a simple question.
Yeah, the guy's got a direct pipeline to me through you. This is some fucking guy I never would pick up the phone on, and now I got to deal with him.
You're not dealing with him.
Yes, I am.
It's a simple thing.
I had to deal with you this morning, so this guy has a direct fucking pipeline to me through you.
It's a simple. It's a simple thing.
It's simple for you.
It's a yes or no answer. It was no big deal, I thought.
I don't like...
Then every answer is no.
Yeah, how about that? From now on, everything is no.
Okay.
That's all my answer.
All right.
Think of another question, and it's no. Okay, you got another question? So now, whatever question you ask me, it's no.
Okay. Okay.
Okay?
Okay, gotcha.
Like, in other words, do you think it's okay if this guy that I'm doing business with sells Howard dolls at the block party?
Who said that?
Nobody's saying anything.
I'm not talking to you.
What's the answer?
He's making an example.
I don't give a fuck about the block. I hate the block party. Now you know. I hate it. I hate that commercial you shot for your stupid fucking cruise. I hate it.
It's not a cruise.
Whatever it is. I hate that. I hate that all the people...
that was...
Beetlejuice is... I hate all that. No other show has that. I don't want that.
Well, that's not what you said.
I know. So I'm being a nice guy. So don't fucking bring up any more business.
All right.
So that this guy, whoever this guy is, has access to me. Talk to Gary.
He doesn't have access to you.
Yes, he does. Through you. He goes, Ronnie, ask Howard.
No, that was my idea, ask Howard, because I don't want to make any mistakes.
You have an idea, talk to Gary.
Okay?
Gary is going to be your...
That wasn't his idea at all. That was my idea.
Yeah, when you have an idea, as soon as you have an idea...
No, it was my idea to run it by
No, whenever you have an idea, go to Gary. That's all I'm saying.
It wasn't my idea.
No, when you have an idea to come to me,
okay,
just say, substitute Gary for me.
And then Gary's going to come to you and ask you.
Whatever. I feel
What's
more
the
comfortable.
difference?
Oh, it's a big difference.
Hey, Ronnie, can I help you out on this? The difference is he doesn't have to deal with it. I understand what he wants. I'm the buffer.
Okay.
That way
He's the guy who's going to tell you no.
He can give a true answer and not have to be embarrassed.
Here's what's going to happen. You're going to say to Gary, is it okay? Ask Howard if it's okay about the Private Parts movie. Ron, then Gary,
should I ask him now?
No, not in front of me. Then Gary comes to me. And
I already
Gary
asked you, and you said it's
meeting.
okay.
No, listen to me for once, and you'll learn how things work around here because you haven't figured it out. Okay. Gary and I will sit alone in a room, and I'll say to Gary, listen, I hate the fucking block party. Go to Ronnie and say, you're not even going to ask me, and just tell him no. It's not a good idea. That's how we do it. Gary pretends that he didn't ask me, and then when they say no, and then I'll go, hey, and then you'll say to me,
Gary will be the bad
and then, of course, you won't be able to take that answer, and you'll come to me directly. I'll go, oh, gee, Gary didn't even tell me. Okay? That's what's going on, Ronnie. Ronnie, I hate the block party. I hate it. I'm putting up with it for some bizarre reason because I'm too fucking nice. But don't come to me with business questions about some fucking guy who's got an idea about showing Private Parts. I don't care about this guy. You know, when I was working 24 hours a day on that movie and writing it, writing the book and Len Bloom and all that, I wasn't dreaming one day it would be shown at Ronnie's block party.
What's wrong with that? It's for the fans.
I hate it. Don't worry about the fans. I'll worry about the fans. When did I put you in charge of the fans?
You didn't put me in charge. I asked a simple question, for God's sakes. I asked a simple question.
How about selling my books there, too? Maybe you could do that.
He's going to
give them to me. I'll sell them for you.
That's a great idea. That won't embarrass me at all.
It's a movie. It's a movie theater with
Ronnie,
a movie.
Just ask Gary.
I already asked you. You said it was okay.
I said okay.
All right.
What am I going to say?
Oh, my goodness.
I don't want to deal with it.
Did you?
I did because I fucking can't say to people's faces. And he fucking knows that, too.
Oh, bull crap. You've told me no to things.
What did I tell you no to?
I don't remember, but
of course
you told me
I don't
no
tell
to
you
things. No, you've told me no to things.
Name one.
I can't remember
because
right now.
I never have.
Yes, you have. Yes, you have.
What is it? Name it.
I don't remember.
You don't remember? You're saying I said no to things, but you don't remember.
I know you've said no to things
one of them.
to me.
Name one. Because there isn't one, Ronnie. Get out of here.
All right.
Now, how is this guy going to show the movie, Howard?
I don't know. Robin.
He's not going to go to Paramount and get a print. He's going to get a DVD.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's gonna be like watching on a DVD what you could do at home. It's not even going to have a copy of the film.
I don't know what he's going to have. Maybe he is going to have a copy of the film.
So you don't have any problem asking me that question.
Well,
first
before
thing in the morning when I'm trying to read the fucking paper.
Before I find out that. No, we were in the elevator. I didn't bother you in the elevator. You weren't reading the paper in the elevator.
That's exactly what I was doing.
No, you weren't. You were talking to me.
No, I was reading the paper, and then you started talking to me.
Oh, so full of shit, man. We were walking up the fucking
Okay. So that's what you do. That's time for Ronnie's business hour.
There's no business hour. I asked
Leave
a simple
me alone.
question.
All I want to talk about is where the car is going to be and when you're doing security. That's it. I've given you a great life.
I know. I didn't say, what am I saying?
Hey, you think we could show the movie Private Parts before the block party? I hate the fucking block party.
And
I hate
imagine, you're going to sit 2 hours of a movie, then the block party? Why do these people have to be tied up all day?
Instead of going to a block party, why don't you just drive me? There's a fucking concept.
I do this when I'm not driving you.
Yeah. Well, you could be spending more hours driving me.
I don't want to drive.
You don't want to drive? No. Oh, you want to be on stage yelling?
Yeah.
Representing the Howard Stern show. I'd rather have you drive me. That's what I'm paying you for, not to fucking go out. I didn't ask you to be the representative.
I didn't ask you. I never said I was the representative.
Right. So please don't bother me about movies. Be smart and keep quiet. What are you talking about? Go to Gary. And then I'll tell you no through Gary. Why would I go to Gary? Because I don't like. Do you understand? I don't want to answer you directly.
All right. I got you.
You're a guy I know over 30 years. I don't feel comfortable saying no to your face. I'm telling you that.
Okay.
I'd rather Gary do it.
Why?
Because I don't feel like being direct with you about your business
You
ventures.
can be direct with me.
I don't feel comfortable.
You can say no.
I don't feel comfortable saying no. I'd rather do it through Gary.
What's your problem?
I have a problem.
Okay.
Okay? So now you know.
Okay. Gotcha.
So don't piss on me and fucking ask me questions.
I'm not pissing on you. How am I pissing on you?
By asking me correct
If I
questions.
pissed on you, I would just go ahead and do it.
My answer is no.
Without even saying anything.
My answer is no to everything.
Okay.
Okay? Now you know the answer.
Not to this, though. You already said yes.
Yeah, go have fun showing my fucking movie. Why don't you show the Ronnie movie?
What's wrong with that?
Show
What's
the
wrong
fucking
with showing
Ronnie.
your movie?
I don't want anything to do with you guys and your fucking block party. I hate it. It's an embarrassment to me.
So tell us to shut it down.
I told you I didn't feel comfortable doing it.
Well, then tell Gary to tell us to shut it down.
All right, well, maybe I'll do that then.
All right.
If you're smart, you don't bring anything up. Just go out and do your block party. You don't tell me about it. Yeah,
no, you'd rather find out after it's done and I've done it and didn't ask you about it, and then you'll really be
Use
mad.
your head. What do you have to show the movie private parts for? What is that? You're not having enough success? Why does my movie
It was
have
just
to be
an idea that somebody came up with, and all you had to do was say no.
Somebody has worked their way into my life through you. I don't know this fucking guy. Who is this fuck?
It's a guy who's a promoter who's buying the show.
I don't care. I don't want this guy in my life through you. I shouldn't even know about this guy.
All right, so we won't do it then.
Thank you.
Okay?
Okay. Why don't you show your home movies? You ever make home movies?
No.
Well, make a home movie and show it to your fucking audience. Why you got to show me over there?
They show it on TV. I don't understand what the big deal is.
Do whatever you want. Then why'd you ask me about it?
Because I feel it's the right thing to do.
Then don't bother me with it. Go to Gary. I told you that.
Can't win here.
Why don't you play tapes of the show too with there?
Play tapes of the show.
What's the difference? What's the difference in the movie?
What are you talking about?
Well, why don't you do that?
Showing tapes.
Why don't you show tapes of the show? Show Ronnie movies. Make a movie and show it.
No, but then you'll be mad about that too.
I'm not mad about that.
Yeah, you would.
Go make a movie.
No, you'd be mad.
Go make a porn. Do whatever you want.
Make a porn.
Yeah, do what you want. Don't involve me. My movie.
Who's involving you? It's a movie that they play everywhere.
I come up in the fucking elevator. I'm dealing with there's a promoter out there who bought the fucking.
He didn't buy anything yet. I'm just saying.
He bought a theater in Long Island.
It was an idea.
Idea.
God, man.
Are you guys finished?
What do you want from me? This is what I
don't
deal
want
with.
I don't want anything.
Leave me alone, Ronnie. I'm in the middle of this stuff. Come on. I'm doing a show. Get out of here, please.
You're the one who called me in.
I didn't call you in. Go back and listen to the tape. You walked in on your own. I didn't ask for you.
They told me to come in.
Well, don't listen to them. I'll tell you when to come in. Never.
Ron.
What?
We talk for a moment?
What? What?
Have you lost sight of your role here?
No! Go away, stupid. Lost sight of my role.
Ronnie?
Yeah.
Are you reading between the lines that Howard doesn't want to be bothered with things on the periphery?
I don't need you to explain it. I just got to... Somebody just explained it to me, okay? I don't need you to explain it to me.
How will you navigate...
I don't need you to explain it to me.
Well, how will you...
I don't need you to explain it to me.
Question. How will you navigate, going forward, how will you navigate what you can say to Howard?
I'll set my GPS. That's how I'll navigate, okay?
How do you know?
That's why I have a GPS.
How do you know what to say to Howard?
I'll set my GPS to Howard, okay?
Will you be sending everything through Gary now when you just want to say good morning to Howard or something very simple?
What?
How will you...
Don't worry about it. That's not your concern.
As a backup to private parts...
I'll set my GPS to navigate, okay?
As a backup to showing private parts, what will you show in lieu of that? Maybe a Cher concert, something more personal to you?
What are you talking about?
I'm sorry, because you obviously can't be showing private parts.
Who said that? He said it was okay.
Well, I got the sense that he doesn't want that to happen. And Ronnie, one more thing. Do you think the block party's gone too far? Do Howard's words echo in your mind that maybe perhaps you're using his name to generate
Who's
profit?
using his name?
Well, the promoter that was discussed, the whole concept of the block party. Howard seems to think you're commercializing his name without really his blessing.
You don't know what you're talking about. You're making up shit in your head right now.
I think I'm reading between some lines here.
Yeah, okay. Well, read between the lines of your camera.
Ronnie, I couldn't help but overhear.
You're such a douchebag with this camera. I swear to God, I can't stand it.
I couldn't help but overhear, Ron, that you're thinking about canceling every block party for the remainder of 2013.
And if I do, is that your business?
No, but I think it's a major part to this morning's show and the storyline that's going on right now. Do you feel like you're making a rash decision here? Are you reacting? Are you being too reactionary again? Are you automatically assuming that...
stop it with your stupid
I'm saying, like, does it
camera.
Mean, just because Howard's mad today, does it mean you have to cancel every single block
Well,
party?
maybe if the, like I said, I know a guy for almost 30 years. I can get a fucking straight answer if I ask him a question.
Are you insulted?
I have to go to Gary. After all these years, I have to go to Gary and ask him?
So clearly you're insulted by this new mandate.
Yeah, I'm insulted.
You think 30 years of loyalty might have earned you the right to have a personal conversation?
I talked to this guy about shit that you wouldn't believe we talk about, okay? I thought I could go to him and ask a fucking question. I guess I can't.
But Trump called me yesterday and he goes, I heard Cuban was okay. He was okay to me. He wasn't that bad. What did he say about me? What did he say?
He heard all of it.
I got to think so. I said, listen, Mr. Trump. I think he was very nice. I know he did say that you had sent him a letter. I did. I sent him a letter, and I said, I think he said it's hanging up next to his NBA trophy. Good, very good, very good. He's obsessed.
Yeah, he didn't let anything go. Donald Trump is on the phone.
Donald Trump is on the phone again?
That's right. And we
haven't talked to him in years, and now it's once a week.
Mr. Trump fights back too.
What's going on,
Donald?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Very unimportant, actually, but
very important in your world.
You have such an audience, Howard, and everybody told me that Mark Cuban was on, and he said wonderful things about my family and
he did
myself, and it was all nice. But he did say one thing that we should at least correct the record. Right?
Go ahead.
Okay.
He said that his show, whatever the hell it's called,
Shark Tank.
Really not his show. He's one of 4 or 5 people on the show. You know, big difference, right?
Right.
As opposed to the superstar that's known as Trump, total superstar.
Well, you make a point
they
that
actually called me the king of all media yesterday, and I said no. Somebody wrote an article that said I'm the king of all media, and I actually wanted a retraction. I said there's only one king of all media, right? But
no,
anyway.
but you make a point. Your show, The Apprentice. Well, let's back up. Mark Cuban was on the other day. He was talking. We were talking about years ago. He had a show that was very similar to The Apprentice,
called The Benefactor.
The Benefactor,
which was really a knockoff of The Apprentice.
And you got on the
air. There were 16 of them, by the way, so he shouldn't feel bad because we had 16 knockoffs. We had one the other day that died. It was called The Job. It was on CBS. And it died after two shows, and
which I know pleases you because
I love it.
Your show was the original one.
I love it, Howard.
And you love when the original. So Mark Cuban was trying to be a show like yours, and you even said on the air to me, his show won't work. And it sounded like sour grapes, blah blah blah. But meanwhile, you were right. The show went off the air.
Well, Mark did something that was a little bit rough because he went out, and, I've gotten along with Mark over the last year or so, but he went out with his show, The Benefactor, and he really went after me. Instead of saying, hey, and I spoke to him before the show went out, and he was totally nice. But some idiot told him to go and attack Trump, and this way you'll get publicity for The Benefactor. So he went after me. Naturally, of course, I go then after him.
What did he say at the time?
I don't know. My show's going to be better, it's going to be bigger, it's going to be this and that. In the meantime, I had the number one show on television.
And you felt like you had your back up against the wall, and you had to defend yourself.
I had to defend myself.
Right.
I've watched you do that all your life. I've been watching you a long time.
Yes. And
so
for
anyway,
years go by, Mark Cuban does get on Shark Tank. Shark Tank is, as you say, an ensemble cast. It is not his show.
Well, don't go so fast. So the Benefactor goes on, and it's a total bomb. And I wrote Mark a very nasty letter. It was really nasty, and it was terrible. And then I heard he He has that letter framed. I mean, it was a terrible letter.
He says the letter is framed on his desk.
It was an all-time classic Trump letter.
What did you write? Do you recall?
I don't know. Just terrible.
What did you say?
Terrible. I can't imagine. I wouldn't have saved it. I would have tried to. I would have burned it.
You know why he saved it? I think.
No, I know. It's a motivation. I think that's cool.
Yes, it's a motivator.
No, I think that's cool. I mean, I was surprised that he did it, but I heard about it. I thought it was very cool. Anyway, we've gotten along very well over the last year or so, and the benefactor goes off, and then all of a sudden Shark Tank comes on. So Shark Tank goes on during the week, which is much more important than a Friday night, and it totally bombs. So they think they're going to terminate Shark Tank, and what they do is they put it on Friday night as a little bit of a filler. Friday night is called Death Valley.
I see.
Well, you know that. I mean, you have a show on Friday night. It's not a good thing.
Right.
And it did okay for Friday night. Actually, it did better on Friday night than it did during the week, because during the week it was a total bomb. They thought they were going to have to take it off. And what happens is it did okay, and that was it. So, and it's doing okay on Friday night. But Friday night's not a television night. So maybe they should move it back to a real night, see how it does. So Mark goes on your show, said nice things, but then he did make the statement that the show, Shark Tank, which again is a show of 4 or 5 people that go, do different things, that it did better in the ratings. And I said, whoa, what have we here?
Right.
I knew it didn't. I mean, I knew that. But so I called up the Nielsen people. I have people that do this. And they called up the Nielsen and the NBC Universal people. And I sent you a little copy of the Nielsen ratings where basically we kill them. Now, you got to understand, not only kill them, but we're in the 13th season now. This isn't a brand new show.
Right.
After, you look at what happens with American Idol. In the first season, we were beating American Idol. And in the first season, we were, on many evenings, the #1 show and on television. And that was a great honor and all that stuff. But we did very well. But this is the 13th season. And not only did we beat them, we're looking at last season because this is just going on Sunday night. I hope all your viewers and listeners are going to watch it. But what happened, not only did we beat it, but we had to go up against the Academy Awards last year. How would you like a show that goes up? They programmed it incorrectly.
That's
and it
unbelievable.
No. It's a show opened against the Academy Awards. I said, I don't mind competition, folks. I like, I'm sort of a competitive guy, but you don't open a show and have a show against the Academy Awards. So this year they waited. So as you know, the Academy Awards, which, gets 40, 50 million people, the Academy Awards now is over, and our show goes on Sunday night. But despite that, and we did fine. I mean, we did fine against the Academy Awards, believe it or not. But despite that, so I sent you the ratings, and basically it wins in all categories, and easily wins in all categories. And, you have the ratings, and you can read them if you want, but it's not a big thing. But they come right out of Nielsen.
So your point is that when...
I just like the truth.
You want the truth?
I'm an extremely truthful person.
Some people would say, why does this matter to you? But I think
everything matters to me.
Everything matters to you. Things get under your skin.
Not under my skin, no. You know what? If let's say let's say he did beat me in the ratings.
Right.
I would say that I wouldn't be calling you.
Right.
I'd call you, but I wouldn't be talking about that. I'd try to get off.
You try to keep it quiet.
No, I tried. I'd sort of. But when it's incorrect, and when Nielsen is the king in terms of this, whether we like him or don't like him, right?
Right.
And Nielsen has been very truthful over the years about The Apprentice, and The Apprentice is a monster. And that's why it's on in like 80.
So what do you want to say to Mark Cuban?
Nothing. I'll tell you what I want to say.
He just wanted to set the record straight.
He was so nice to my children and to me,
right?
And so respectful. And talking about how my children are amazing and all that stuff. So I don't want to say anything. I think I think it's fine. But
why don't you buy a basketball team and beat his basketball team?
I have every one of my friends owns a basketball team. They're miserable.
They hate it.
They don't sleep at night. Or sports teams. I mean, I see these guys. George Steinbrenner, as you remember, was one of my best friends.
Right.
You want to see a miserable evening? Go to George to a baseball game, to a Yankee game. It was brutal. Yeah, he loved me.
Because it's work.
I used to say it was exhausting to sit with George at a game. If Derek Jeter didn't get a home run, he'd say, Donald, I'm telling you, he's no good. George was brutal. he was brutal.
You don't want to live your life like that.
But the truth is, these guys live and die by victories. Most of them lose. Most of them don't do a very good job. And I see it. And they say, they're just really miserable. They live and die. And with all the teams, there's only one team that's going to win ultimately.
Right, I know. It's not good odds.
And they're very unhappy people. So.
Are you, do you...
Well, Donald did try to get into the sports game at one point. Remember that league?
Well, and don't forget, well, I bought a cheapo football. You know, I figured I could get into the NFL room. So
right.
That was really one of those harassment deals where we can get into the NFL for no money. You know, that was
well, you try and you see what happens.
And
Do you own?
You know, but I've had more Mike Tyson fights than anybody else. I have a lot of fights, and I'm very much involved in sports in a lot of ways.
Do you own Miss Teen?
I own Miss Teen
USA,
and I own Miss USA and Miss Universe. I own the pageant.
So the big news this week was that Miss Teen Delaware was in a porno.
Yeah, and we had to tell her to get a letter of resignation very quickly. Yeah.
Why though? Why?
Well,
she was in a porn.
So what?
Question.
You think about it. Think about our country.
So what?
Kim Kardashian's a big star because she was in a tape. Paris Hilton was in a tape.
Do you think Kim Kardashian's beautiful?
No. I mean, I think.
Do you think she's good looking?
I think she has a beautiful face. I
do think so? Okay.
I don't like that big trunk.
Well, she's got a huge trunk.
Yeah. What do you make of that?
Well, it's seriously big.
Yeah. So what do you think of her?
I think she's a very nice person. She was on The Apprentice, so I think she's a very nice person.
Yes, I understand that, but I'm saying...
No, I think she's a very nice person. Howard, looks don't. I'm not that kind of a person. Looks don't matter to me.
Right.
The looks of a woman
they don't
do
matter
not matter.
To you.
Okay?
Not at all. No, seriously.
Now that he's married.
No, they don't marry. I don't look at women for their beauty. I look at women for what's inside.
Okay, what kind of porno was she in, though, by the way? Did you see the porno? Did you?
I didn't see it. No, what happened is Miss Teen USA, a very lovely young woman.
Right.
Although it's hard to say I don't look at looks and yet I own the Miss Universe contest.
That's what I mean. I can't believe you're for real.
Sort of like, well, I'm trying to be very politically correct. This is a world of being politically correct, and which is destroying our country, by the way. Everyone's so politically correct.
You can't even call anyone fat anymore.
You can't call anybody fat.
You can't.
They accused me. They said that I called Rosie O'Donnell a big, fat slob. And I said, that's not right. I didn't use the word fat. But I've got to.
You're still angry with her?
No, I don't care about Rosie. Rosie's gone. She's gone.
I like her.
You do, really?
Yeah, I really do.
Well,
I've had her to my home. We have dinner together.
Well, if Rosie finally, says something nice about Donald will...
I'm going to bring you guys together.
Because you're a guy.
No, don't bother. It's okay. But
I'm going to bring you together.
She's fine. I don't really think about her, to be honest. But what happens is the young woman from the Miss Teen USA, beautiful young woman, got very much involved with the whole porno deal. And she actually, we suggested it to her because it's nicer. But she actually was, she gave her a letter of resignation. Because, that system, that beauty pageant system, people don't give it enough credit. It's an amazing system. These parents, the way these girls, most of them are grown. I mean, it's amazing.
How does it work, though?
It's like a military regiment.
No, but how does it work? In other words, did she try to cover, she was in a porn, obviously, years ago or something?
She was in a porn, and it came out, and because she...
It couldn't have been years ago. She's not that old.
Within the world of the beauty pageants, Miss Teen USA, that's, potentially a Miss Universe candidate.
Right.
Miss Universe. Do you know, in some countries, like in South America, if you become Miss Universe, you don't pay taxes for the rest of your life. There's no bigger... In Venezuela, as an example, and we had Diana Mendoza. You remember the great Diana Mendoza 2 seasons ago on The Apprentice, how beautiful she was. She was, like, the most beautiful.
Super hot.
But again, I didn't notice that. Anyway, but that in Venezuela, Colombia... Brazil, if you become Miss Universe, you're like the biggest star. You're bigger than any soccer star. You're bigger than anything. It's the biggest thing. So anyway,
but describe to me how it works. In other words, let's say, so did she try to hide the fact that she was in a porno, and then you guys discover it?
We don't know whether or not she hid it, but it came out. And the problem is because she's Miss Teen USA, all of a sudden she has a lot of notoriety, and probably one of her friends that's jealous of her because that's the way life works. Everyone's jealous. They're all jealous of you, Howard.
Of course.
They all kiss your ass. And then they, behind your back, they say you're terrible.
But what was she thinking being in a porn?
I don't know. Well, because it was before she did this.
Was it a home
She didn't
tape?
know she was going to be Miss Teen USA.
I mean, she figured she'll do porn, she'll make some money, and then she'll become Miss Teen USA, unrelated. And that's what happened. She won Miss Teen USA.
Will you watch the porn? I want to see it because...
Will you call me and let me know how good it is?
You're going to watch it because you know what? She must be insanely... When do you see a girl that insanely hot in porn?
She's supposed to be very beautiful. I mean, I've met her once quickly, but she's supposed to be very beautiful. But she got involved, and she actually offered her letter of resignation, and we had to accept it. You would not have. You would not have accepted it.
Oh no, I would have made.
You would have said you're a double winner, right?
Well, if she hadn't resigned, what would you have done? Would you have just fired her?
Well, we probably would have had to. You know, it's a very unique system. I mean, the parents would have gone nuts. The people that, and it's a big. You know, I look at the different magazines and I see how they're dying. Right, they're just dying.
It's over.
You look at pageant. Did you ever hear of a word magazine pageantry?
No.
The thing's like 2 inches. You never saw anything like it.
I'm heterosexual, of course I have.
Well, okay, pageantry. But it's a magazine on beauty pageants.
Right.
And it's like through the roof. And it's just amazing. It's a big deal. And she did this, and she was forced to, and she was asked to, but she resigned. And she did the right thing.
Did your Twitter account get hacked?
Yeah, it got hacked.
How does that happen?
Somebody, well, you know, you got a lot of geniuses out there, and I have a hot Twitter account, @RealDonaldTrump. Will you tell your people to hook in? So, @RealDonaldTrump.
Isn't it crazy to you that, like, somebody that smart is busy wasting their time hacking into your Twitter?
Yeah, it doesn't do them any good other than they get arrested. You know, it's like crazy. So we're looking at
it. If you had that ability, wouldn't you spend every minute, like, inventing stuff and becoming very wealthy?
Well, they hooked in, and they put a quote from Lil Wayne on my account.
On your account?
And for 10 minutes, I was really ridiculed. You know, all the enemies said Trump has lost it. This was something to do with the hose and women. All women are hoes. So, you know, I mean, this thing came out, and I'm going to have, like, in a very short period of time, over 3 million people.
Wow.
And it's a big deal. And
sure.
I think they pick up 20 to 25,000 sometimes a month. And, you know, it's just going through the roof.
How many tweets do you do a day?
Mine's new compared to some of these. What?
How many Twitter followers does Mark Cuban have?
I don't know. I didn't check.
Don't you? You have to check.
He has a lot. I didn't check.
Don't you check every day to see if you have more followers than Mark Cuban?
No, but I have other people that I do check that with.
And you tweet?
I do have other people.
Who do you check? Who do you check?
Who do you check?
I have very important followers. I have, you know, haters, and I have losers, and I have reporters, and I have everybody's on mine.
But I know you. You must have actually researched this whole Twitter thing, and you probably have people who know how to cultivate it and how to, like, you know, handle this Twitter thing.
I have great people, but you know what? More importantly, but it's my thought. I mean, it's my thoughts. Nobody else will give thoughts like this, and you know, I don't know if that's good or bad, but it is my thought. Like, for instance, the Pope. Why is he should just
ride it out
and die. He looks so bad. Everyone's saying, what did he do wrong? You know, they said it wasn't the first time. I said, oh, really? When was the last time? 600 years ago. Okay, look, let's call that the first time, right? But the Pope should just sort of sit back and enjoy and relax.
Of course.
Put some other people and run it, and you die. You know, I'm used to watching old popes, like Pope John. I mean, the guy couldn't even walk. He was bent over like a pretzel, and he was cool.
But the thing is, Donald, you must imagine that something very bad is forcing him out of office.
There probably was, but I don't know. This Pope didn't resonate. You know, a little bit like Mitt Romney. Mitt Romney should have won the election, and I liked him, and I do like him. He's a nice man, but he didn't resonate.
He does. You don't warm up to this Pope.
You know, I liked Mitt Romney, and I call them the same. This Pope didn't resonate. First of all, he comes from Germany. Somehow, you know, hey, I'm part German. You know, a German Pope. I'm not sure that works.
What do you think of the new black Pope, maybe? That might be a big deal.
That would be very exciting.
Donald wants to see a birth certificate.
Do you want to see a birth certificate on the black Pope?
That would be very exciting.
Very exciting.
Hey, but listen, on the Twitter. So it's like I'll have 3 million, 4 million people within whatever period of time, right? So for, you know, millions of people. So essentially, I own more than the New York Times by a lot.
Right.
And I don't have to sustain the losses.
That's true.
You know, the New York Times used to have a lot of power. Now it's a whole different thing, and it loses its ass. You know, I mean, the newspaper business is going to be over very soon. When people see me reading a newspaper, like my kids, Ivanka comes in. She said, Daddy, what are you doing? She looks at me reading.
What is that?
She doesn't understand what I'm doing.
I know. It's
You're getting your hands dirty with that print. Why are you doing that, Daddy? And she picks out her computer. She presses the name Donald Trump, and she gives me 20 stories.
Don't you? Isn't there something you love about still holding a newspaper in your hand? Me too.
We're old-fashioned. They do too.
Yeah.
We're old-fashioned. But you get about 10 years younger, it's like they look at us like, forget it.
Hey, do you lay in bed and watch the Oscars, and do you tweet during the Oscars?
Well, I did this time. And I got
Are you laying in bed with your wife when you're watching the Oscars?
Generally speaking, yes.
Were you completely nude and she was nude?
Well, let's not comment on that, but she has at least she has a great figure.
You ever tweet, we're here completely nude?
Yeah, but we won't comment on that, but she has a great figure. But I did tweet on the Oscars, and I...
Yeah, you didn't like the Oscars so much.
No, I thought they were... didn't. First of all, I thought the set was terrible. It was so tacky. It was disgusting. I really thought Seth MacFarlane was fine.
Right.
I thought that I don't like him. You know, he did me on the Comedy Central roast. They roasted the hell out of me, by the way.
Right. I remember.
Yeah. He was the guy, and he was terrific. It was terrific then, but he could really be the Seth. He was held back, even though they said he went too much. He was held back.
Right.
But I thought that you know, there was a lack of glamour. I mean, even the woman who won, she falls down the stairs. You know, that's very glamorous.
Remember that dress? I mean,
no, think of it.
Yeah.
Think of it. In the old days, Vivian Lee.
They knew how to do it.
But you know, you're right in a way.
Vivian Lee did not fall. Clark Gable didn't.
You're right. Her falling down was sort of the symbol, if you will, of the whole thing falling apart.
Yeah, the whole. No, I thought it was fine, but I didn't find. And I tweeted. I said, "Where is the glamour?" Because I'm a romantic. People wouldn't know that about me, but I'm a major romantic. But I said, where is the glamour? Where is the beauty? There's no beauty. There's no glamour.
Why can't I warm up to that Anne Hathaway? I find her annoying.
You know what? I'll tell you what. It's going to happen. She lived in Trump Tower. I like all people that live in my buildings. Okay?
Right.
Anybody that lives in my building, even if they're really unattractive, I consider them to be beautiful. All right?
Right.
So what happens is she lives in my building. She lived there with the Italian scoundrel. You know the scoundrel?
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
And we didn't know. He paid his rent on time until the very end. You know, it was one of those things. But she got lucky when she got rid of this guy. But she lived in my building, so I got to see her up close and personal. I wasn't a fan at all, but she's grown on me. You know, it's like the Mona Lisa. A lot of times you'll have a painting. Friends of mine that really do the paintings big league. A lot of times they won't like it, but in the end they almost fall in love with it. They're like infatuated with it. They can't leave. I mean, they become sickos. They want to sit in the room and look at the
She's a terrific actress, but when she makes those speeches, when she makes those speeches with, oh my God, it's very.
Well, that's all phony rehearsed stuff.
Right, it's all actressy to me, you know.
You know, when they get up and they want to thank people and they forget and they don't really forget, but they want to make it like it's a big deal because they're so excited. It's all bullshit.
Do you know why I disagree? You know what I disagreed with you on?
What?
I feel this movie, Django Unchained, was one of the greatest movies of all time.
No, I didn't think so.
Did you watch it?
I'm with you, Donald.
Wait a second. Did you watch it?
It was a movie that. First
Donald
of all,
loves movies.
Okay, for those of us,
it's
and
great,
I happen to be one,
and it's not racist.
Okay, but for like the sick kid up in Massachusetts, up in Connecticut, that wacko kid, that dirty wacko kid.
Lanza?
Now, if a kid like this is going to see this movie, you know, if you're a little bit off to start off with, that movie is not good for people to see. Okay, because I've never seen a movie where so many bodies exploded as a bullet hit them. I mean, I've never seen a movie that bad in terms of that. And, you know, I just
Terminator.
thought it was a terrible movie. I thought it was a totally racist movie.
No, why would you say
It's
that?
not
In
racist.
fact,
I thought it was racist.
I'll tell you why it's not racist.
First you had the white guys killing the blacks, then you had the black guys killing the white. I thought it was a terribly racist movie, and I thought it was really vicious and really. I thought it was bad. You know, these people that talk about gun control and should we have guns and shouldn't we have guns. But when you look at that movie can really screw up some kid that's a little
I
bit
admired that movie, and I'll tell you why. It reminded me, even though it's a fantasy, it reminded me that our country was based on something so horrible, so horrific, slavery. And that if anything, it had the opposite effect on me. It made me feel more empathic with the black plight.
Well, I didn't like it, and I thought it was a totally racist movie. So what are you going to do?
I think you're reaching, Howard. You're
Not
saying
at all.
that
Yeah,
movie
I'm
did
telling
that
you.
for everyone. That did that for you
For
and
me.
no one
I think
else. It was totally.
I think Howard's trying to be politically.
Not at all.
Absolutely.
I returned.
You know, this
I think this is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Halfway through the movie, I turned to my wife. I said, Quentin Tarantino is a genius, and this is one of the most emotional movies
Because
I've ever
you're
seen.
adding something to the movie that's not there.
You're all crazy.
Politically correct.
Really?
Okay?
He's being outrageous.
You know, Robin, this is going to be a headline tomorrow.
I'm not trying to be politically correct.
There's going to be a headline tomorrow. Howard Stern tries to be political. Because
No.
How long have you been on the air, Howard?
Donald, this is how I really feel.
Ever that he's been politically correct.
I'm telling you my true belief. I've always been honest.
It was a racist movie, Howard, and it was a shitty movie, in my opinion.
One of the best movies ever made.
It was totally just a revenge movie. It was nothing.
I thought it was a nothing movie, and I thought, you know, when a bullet hits the body doesn't have to explode for 2 blocks away. You know, the whole thing was disgusting, and that happened like hundreds of times. I thought it was disgusting, and I thought it was very bad for young people to see that movie because I think it can really influence them.
Did you have sex during the Academy Awards?
No. I didn't.
When's the last time you had
He
sex?
paid attention.
When is the last time you had sex with your wife?
Well, let's see. What time is it?
Come on, be honest.
What time is it, Rob?
Be honest.
I won't say that, but
has it really been that long?
I have a great wife. I do. I have a great wife, a beautiful wife. She was on the cover of Avenue magazine. She's been on many, many covers, including Vogue. She's a great person.
Will we ever see
and
her
a very
naked?
nice person.
Will we ever see her do a nude layout?
No, I don't think so.
That's a shame.
I tend to doubt it.
Very sexy woman.
I tend to doubt it. I think if we do, I will not be a happy camper.
And that woman stays in shape, man.
Oh, she's in shape. You know, but she's naturally in shape. It's not a big workout deal or anything, which is nicer, you know, to be honest.
Well, she knows with you she's got to stay in shape.
Well, I saw a woman the other day. You know, she's in shape, but then I touched her arm, and it was like, you know, a piece of steel.
That's right.
I don't like that. No, she's naturally in good shape. Absolutely. She's a very beautiful woman, considered one of the great beauties of the world. So I don't know how I got her because, you know, beauty doesn't matter to me.
That's right. Yeah,
I told you that.
Did you wake up one day and go, oh, my God, she's actually beautiful?
No, that's the way it happened.
You fell in love with her personality
with her
first. Well, listen to me.
I fell in love with her soul. So listen, Howard, you know, I'm going to do the Today Show now, so I have to run. But I will tell you, see who I do first? I do Howard first, and Robin.
Who will...
Robin's so important to you, Howard. Do you have any idea how lucky you are, Howard?
I thank God every day.
I mean, you know,
do.
Robin is just great. She's got such a way.
She's fantastic.
No, that's true, and I mean, I've said it a long time.
She is fantastic.
You know, this is not a major breaking story, but she is fantastic.
You're
Well,
right.
thank you.
You're
I do love
absolutely
her.
right.
So, Howard, I just wanted to call you up at the Nielsen ratings. And
Very good.
if you
We
look
have
at
it.
The Apprentice versus that other show,
Right.
Shark Tank, which is fine, by the way. I think it's fine. But if you look, The Apprentice blows it away. Do you have the Nielsen ratings?
I have it in front of me. You're not lying.
Confirm that.
I am confirming it right now.
Thank you.
By the way, answer this one question. How old is Melania allowed to get before you cut off her age?
Well, I'd love to give you an answer there, Howard, because I could do, but then it becomes a headline, and so I would say this: when she's 80, 90, I would still consider her a great beauty and a great wife.
Yeah, I think this marriage is going to last. I always said it.
Well, she's very strong and very nice. I mean, she understands me. She gives me my space, which I really need. You know, one quick story on Melania, because I have a couple of minutes. They just told me, but one quick story, because I do love this show. One quick story. So Tom Cruise calls me, and he wants to go to the Wellman skating rink. So I call up Melania. I say, can you believe it? Tom Cruise called. Do you believe it? She goes, but why do you tell me this? You're a much bigger star than him. He is nothing compared to you. He is nothing. Tom Cruise is just a movie. You're the biggest star in the world. There's no bigger star.
She knows how to get you hard.
Oh, no, I said, really? Do you believe that? Yes, of course. Don't even waste my time by telling me about that. And I'm saying, you know, other people, if I said that, they'd say, I can't believe, what does he want you for? You know, so she's very smart, and she's a terrific woman, and that's good.
She loves you.
And I love you guys, and take care of yourselves. I just want to set the record straight.
Who will be interviewing you on the Today Show?
Matt Lauer.
All right, very good.
Okay?
All right.
So long.
So long.
Bye-bye.
The wonderful and vivacious Donald Trump, who reminds us that he is beating Mark Cuban in the ratings even still.
So Gerard Butler,
he says he went to meditate on this pilgrimage at this Hindu temple, and he felt like he was Jesus Christ when he came back. Like he could shoot fire out of his hands. He partied with Mel Gibson in February at a nightclub. You see that whole group of guys out. It's pretty crazy.
What do you say to Mel?
Big Streisand fan. You know, he's one of these guys that does all these crazy things. He took this motorcycle trip in India, got sick from drinking from the Ganges River.
People shit in there and died.
Gerard Butler's in a new movie. Look at you, still as handsome as ever. I'm all right. I'm exhausted from my vacation.
Oh yeah.
I worked the whole vacation. My audience thinks I was off. I was working. I got 2 jobs now.
What were you working on?
America's Got Talent.
America's Got Talent. Yeah, you're right.
It doesn't seem like
Americans Got Talent.
Yeah,
no, I said America's Got Talent. I know the name of the show. I've seen it.
I got to tell you, you know what it is, Gerard? It's like, it was long. You know, people don't think that's work, but it was. It was exhausting. It took me like 3 days to recover from it.
Is that right? What, emotionally exhausting or just the...
Well, I would tell you about it, but my audience was so cruel about me talking about it last time that I'm going to just concentrate on you right now.
This is a Judd Apatow thing, yeah?
Yeah. Well, yeah, he didn't like when I talk about it, so fine. Let's give Judd Apatow his wish.
Well, maybe I shouldn't talk about it, and I'll never have the opportunity of working with Judd Apatow.
Hey, you know when you talk about a guest coming in, I wish, because you're so masculine, but yet you're a huge Barbra Streisand fan. And I mean, I'm a big fan.
He can be. See, that's how you got to be very masculine to do that.
I'm a big Barbra Streisand fan of her films. I thought she was a fabulous director, and because I think she was a woman and a strong woman, they never gave her the credit, I think.
Right.
But you like her music.
Well, how many movies did she direct, Howard?
Well, there was Yentl. There was
Yentl's a better name.
Yenter.
Prince of Tides.
Prince of Tides was another one. The Way We Were, she didn't direct.
No, she did not.
But she did the one with Ryan O'Neal.
Ryan O'Neal, yeah.
I think she directed
the boxing one.
Yeah, I think she directed that, but I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Did she direct Main Event?
I don't think so.
Are you a Barbra Streisand fan musically?
No, I like her music. I just everything about her, you know. I mean, I grew up with Barbra Streisand, and she's just. I mean, even when you look at singers today, the difference in the quality of voice, and even just that charisma that they had in those days, you know, she was the shit.
You know, it's unbelievable what's going on in music. It's almost not cool to be a musician anymore, right? But hey, are you putting out a rock record?
No.
Did you go to Marilyn Manson and Johnny Depp for advice?
What?
I don't even know. I mean, I got to say, I almost want to compliment these people and their imagination. They just sit and go, what can I say? Well, you know,
are you the victim of a lot of false tabloid reports?
Yeah, I get some insane stuff. Yeah,
mostly about women, or mostly about like other stuff.
Probably mostly about women.
It's unbelievable the amount of women they got you linked to.
Yeah, I
mean, they have you having sex constantly. Like you were a little 2 minutes late.
You don't have time to act.
I think you were having sex in the elevator on the way.
Well,
up.
By the way, I was having sex in the elevator.
Oh, you were.
So it's not that I'm always. I'm not always innocent, but. But the stuff that I hear, I'm like, oh, come on, really?
You're not that busy sexually.
I'm not that busy sexually. I got to tell you, there's many a time that I sit, because I mean, when I'm living in L.A., there's so much, it's so often, you know, you sit in your bed on your own, you switch on the TV, and you watch the television, and you go, I know that right now there is some story out there about me shagging 3 women.
Right.
I wish they could see me now.
If you're by yourself, and you're like, why is my life so boring? But you know what, seriously, I as a guy who, I wasn't blessed with your kind of looks and machismo, and so
may I say, he looks very good.
He looks good, right?
Thank you.
You do look good. Like I own that same jacket, and I look like shit in it. You know what I mean? Like,
I've never noticed that jacket on you.
I love that jacket, by the way. Maybe we should swap.
It would look a lot better on you. This jacket's pissed that I own it. So I should give you all my clothes, actually. You know what? Like for America's Got Talent, I went out. John Varvatos, I bought all his clothes.
I love John Varvatos.
Yeah, I got all his whole wardrobe. They helped me out. John helped me himself. And you know, at the end of the day, I still look like shit. I mean, so you got to look like you. When you were in Scotland growing up, were women always interested in you, or did it happen when you got in the movies?
That's a tough question. I mean,
how old were you when you lost your virginity?
I was 17.
Yeah, I was 16.
What, the women couldn't get to you? What happened?
I just didn't know what I was doing.
Were you not considered a very good-looking kid?
No. I mean, I was pretty popular at school, you know. And by the way, I remember the first time that I ever flirted with a girl, and she walked up the stairs, and I said something to her, and she said something back, and then we just looked at each other, and I held this look, and she gave this smile, and my heart went, it just almost exploded. And I went, that's what you do.
Right.
You hold a look, you give a little smile. And that was the first time I felt some stirrings down below.
17, it was a girlfriend, like a serious girlfriend?
No, it wasn't a girlfriend. It was just a girl at school. And she was walking upstairs, and I made a joke. She looked at me, and I held the look. And I'm like, oh my God, this is fun. So I've got such an addictive personality that then all I did was flirt constantly. So I became.
But before you got laid, were you getting blowjobs and stuff a lot when you were like 14 or 13?
No.
Wow.
Other stuff, but not blowjobs.
Yeah, I mean,
just making out and stuff.
Like I would get freaky chicks to make love to me, and then like it would be long between girls. Like it would be like months and sometimes a year, like a desert. It was awful with this face. I had I didn't even have that good a personality, so everything was working against me. You know what I mean?
There was one girl in the chemistry class, and I remember we used to have these Bunsen burners in front of us, and we sat at the back, and she used to wear these black stockings, and oh my God, I would get so turned on, and we'd start putting our hands in each other's legs as a dare, and start working our way up to see where we would get to.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
To me, that was even more exciting than losing my virginity.
Yeah, right. That's hot.
Oh, it's hot.
Because if you get caught, you're screwed, and it's the whole thing.
And every time she'd let you go a little further.
Did you ever consummate with her, or did you?
No, never.
It was just something that happened in that class.
Once in the toilet in my house as well, but I mean, never.
What do you mean? She actually came over and she started to screw around.
Well, there's a crowd of us over at my house, and we ended up in there and kissing and kind of pressing against each other, and it was.
Why do you think you never made love to her?
I didn't know what I was doing. I mean,
you were that, yeah, right. Did porn help you learn how to do?
No, I wasn't.
That's what I learned from
porn.
From
really?
porn, yeah.
Okay.
That's why he was arrested several times.
Yeah, I think you were supposed to just rip a woman's clothes off and do whatever you wanted to her. I didn't know you had to ask permission.
Okay, you're leading me to so many. I went through to my brother's house to visit him in Edinburgh when he was a student. I just started law school, and the guy in his room had a box, I swear to God, 4 feet high, full of porn magazines. I didn't have any porn magazines, and he was throwing them out. My brother said, "Do you want some of these?" And I was with 3 of my friends who were all law students, and I took a bunch. We get in the car, we drive back to Glasgow. I'm going into the university. And they dropped me in the middle. It's this street that everybody crosses. Everybody who's in the university, they all cross. And I used to be crazy. Well, I was still a little crazy, but I used to be really crazy. So I decided to do my French Connection impersonation. So I opened the door while he was still moving, and I dived out and rolled along the street.
Are you insane?
I'm insane.
How fast is this car moving?
Oh, it was slowing down. It was maybe 40 miles an hour. No, I'm joking. It was like just a couple of miles an hour. I roll on the ground, and I'm thinking, the boys are going to love me. That's crazy. My buddy Diarmid gets out the car with all the porn magazines. He throws them on the ground, and he says, "And stay away, you fucking pervert!" And they drive off, and I'm left with about 20 porn magazines all on the ground, and everybody's looking at me, and I had to start picking them up one by one.
It's so embarrassing.
It was the most humiliating.
And like Titty magazine. And
worse. They were like German. They were like serious deep throat porn.
Guys who love animals.
Yeah,
I mean, bad stuff.
Yeah, and I'm smiling, and I had to. I couldn't just walk away, so I'm like laughing at people like as if this is just silly, picking them all up.
That reminds me of a story that happened to my wife. We get so much free porn here and sex toys and stuff.
Right.
So we had a friend. She said, Howard gets all those dildos. She hadn't been dating. She said, bring a couple of those dildos that he gets over to the house. So she wrapped them up in a paper bag. I gave them to her. She's walking down the street. What are the odds of this happening? The paper bag rips, and the dildos are all over the ground, and she has in front of like tons of people picking up like a black dildo, like 12 inches this long. You know what I mean? It's just so fucking embarrassing, right? I mean, it's too much. When you're picking up porn off the street, and women are probably like looking at you like you're dirt.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just awful.
By the way, there was another time, you just reminded me, I was in a bar, and for some reason, I had it's not like I used to carry a lot of condoms around, but I had got a bunch, and I had 5, and I put them in the inside of my pocket, and I'm sitting in a bar. It was an old beaten-up denim jacket, and it had a hole in the inside. So I'm sitting talking to this guy, and there's a bunch of girls, and this girl walks over and says, "Excuse me, buddy," and she picks up 5 condoms from the ground.
Oh, my God.
That it looked like I'd crapped them out.
And then you look like a douche.
I mean, yeah. it was not my best moment.
Right, it's like, oh, there's Gerard Butler. The guy who carries like 5 condoms because he knows he's going to get lucky.
By the way, now that I look back, I think it probably made me look pretty, pretty masculine. Yeah, babe. What about it?
Do you still wear a rubber when you're with a new chick?
Yeah,
you do.
Yeah, I'm going to say that anyway.
You have no idea how many guys I interview, single guys like yourself, good-looking dudes. They don't use rubbers. It's like, and they laugh at me because I use one.
You still use one?
Yeah. You're gonna
He's laughing at you too.
Yeah, I use one, but how am I supposed to have birth control?
Oh yeah, that's. I
mean, seriously, I don't want to, have more kids.
Does Gerard have like children floating around out there?
Apparently not.
Right.
I mean, I always thought when 300 came out it was a big success. That I'm like, I was waiting for a call. I thought if there's somebody out there, this is the time.
This is the time.
Yeah, but I didn't hear anything.
Do you worry about your looks? Honestly, seriously, because I mean, all these women carry on. Everyone, how good looking, and part of the reason you get all these leading roles is because you look like a leading man. I mean, your new movie's coming out. It's you're a leading man type. Yeah. But do you have to sit? Do you worry like when you go and play sports or something that your face is going to get fucked up? Or I mean, I would be paranoid about that.
No, I'm not saying that you don't look in the mirror and go, God, I look like shit today, or I need to get more Botox or something.
Right. Do you get Botox?
No, I don't.
Would you ever do it?
No, I mean, I don't think like that. I don't. I don't think that. It's funny because I said to somebody, I said, "Look at this. Look at all these wrinkles I'm getting here." And he's like, "Dude, it looks. For a guy, we're lucky because it works. To me, it's character."
In a way, I've always considered myself blessed because I can never lose my looks. I never have. You know what I mean? Like guys like you have to worry about it. I don't.
You're that good-looking man. Stop saying that.
Yeah. But seriously. If a producer says to you, look, like they have the role of a lifetime for you, they can read the script you love, and they go, hey, listen, man, do a little Botox around your eyes or something. Would you do it if they told you?
Oh, if it was for a role,
you would do it.
Because I'd be just as happy to make myself look ugly, or get fat.
Right.
I'll if it's for a role and it's something you're really willing to commit to, then yeah, I mean, I would do it for that, but not for my life. I don't care enough like that. It's there's certain things in coming from Scotland that it's just you're not wired that way.
Scottish dudes are very masculine. They don't sit and think about Botoxing.
Yeah, when I came over here and guys started talking about trimming and stuff, I'm like, what the
trimming
fuck is that?
You don't trim your bush, do you?
No.
I don't either.
Yeah.
Are you circumcised?
No.
You're not?
We don't do that.
Do chicks freak out?
I still have the umbilical cord attached to me.
They don't even cut that. You got that big giant belly button.
That's why. By the way, that's why I did lose my virginity till I was 17 because I tried it with my umbilical cord when I was 13, and it was just.
Do you have a big belly button? Do you have like a thing like? Do you have
an Audi?
You see that thing that's sticking out of your belly button?
Yeah. No, it goes.
I grew up in a very poor community,
right?
And some of the kids had belly buttons where there was like a stick coming out of it.
Oh, really?
Because they had botched umbilical cord detachment, I guess.
Oh.
It was crazy stuff I used to see.
Oh, wow.
It was like a tail in front. I'm not shitting you. So if you're not circumcised, which by the way, I am so against circumcision. I mean, that's a man-made fucking thing. It's got to cut down on your sensitivity on your penis.
For sure.
I'm circumcised because, I grew up in America. That's what they do. They cut you. But it's got to be wrong.
I mean, I never having been circumcised, I can't say, but all I know is, for me, it's very sensitive.
Right.
And that's, when I'm having sex, that's the amazing.
But do chicks freak out? Do they ever sit there and go, oh no, he's not uncut, because some women just can't deal with it.
Yeah. I mean, there's times they're like, oh, wow, look at that.
Yeah.
I've never really seen...
Because they've never seen it before.
Yeah, and then they've never really seen one that small. I've never really seen one like,
I get that a lot.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they cut off too much of my circumcision. But do you have to teach a woman how to be with you sometimes because they don't know how to handle an uncircumcised
No,
penis?
I don't think it's that different. I mean, I don't...
Well, they got to pull back that skin, right? And then blow you.
Don't they have to pull back? Oh, no, I don't know. I don't know enough about... Oh, really? It's not the pull back? I don't know. I've never handled an uncircumcised cock. I've never handled a circumcised cock.
If it was the right role, would you get circumcised for your...
No, that would be going too far.
Because Fred's uncircumcised, and he always talks about he had to learn how to clean the thing. There's always cheese in there and shit and all kinds of stuff.
By the way, you only get that if you haven't been, if you haven't been careful in the first place. You got to. That's the thing. Your hygiene. You got to be a little more careful about hygiene.
Rightly so.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. It's a good conversation.
Good morning. Let me tell you something. These chicks love you so much. You could sell your cheese on the open market. People would pay you. I'm telling you, these girls want it.
Okay.
Like Robin, if Gerard said, "Hey, look, I'm going to make love to you, but I haven't showered in a week, so you're going to have to put up with my cheese," you would. You would. You know you would. You would.
Stop it.
Seriously, Robin? Okay,
I know her. She would.
Okay, we'll talk after.
It's a nice snack afterward. Give me a break.
Please.
So when you were growing up in Scotland, and I remember the last time we talked, you were a lawyer, which is crazy. I mean, you went to law school.
Going to law school anyway.
Yeah, and I mean, and then you decided to become a movie star and an actor. And I'm thinking about this. I'm looking at you now, and I remember the movie 300 where you really bulked up, and because you were saying earlier you would get fat for a role and stuff. I mean, you're super trim right now.
Yeah.
You must have put on 20, 30 pounds of muscle for 300.
It was about 30 pounds, yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. I mean, that was months and months and months of training, and I don't know if I have that drive now, but then I was so driven because when I got that role, I mean, it's funny. It was crazy how I got that role because the producers and the directors said, "We want you to play this," but they were in a weird situation because the movie had just been greenlit. Warner Brothers were very nervous about it, so they didn't want to put me forward to the big cheese.
Everything we do is cheese.
The big cheese.
Yeah, right.
And Warner Brothers said,
were they nervous because you weren't a big name?
Yeah, basically, yeah. I mean, at that point, and they didn't know. Also, are they going to say that's is Alan Horn, who was the president, then going to say that's the guy we want? So they said, we're going to do this in a weird way. We want you to personally call Alan Horn. So I had
Who's Alan?
Alan Horn was the president of Warner Brothers, right? And he's a sweetheart, and I knew him. But I called him, and it was embarrassing because an actor doesn't do that. You don't call the president in the studio.
No.
And he didn't know because they hadn't told him that I was their guy. So I had to call him, and he said, "Look, I appreciate the call, but this is not really the way we do it. You get nominated by these guys. They come to me and my right-hand man." And I said, I know, but just let me come in. And I'd never done that before. My way would be normally, oh, okay, sure. I said, just let me come in. He says, you know what, come in and have a coffee. So I went in and had a coffee.
Because you're not forward like that.
I'm not normally forward like that. And yet the roles that I got were always the ones that I actually was very proactive and just kind of made took a gamble.
So is that a good lesson for actors, that you have to sometimes be that pushy, aggressive guy even though it's against your nature?
Yeah, and you know what's interesting is that I was just talking about this the other day. As an actor, I think what happens when you start getting offers is you just look at those offers and you forget that the quality is always going to get higher when you have to fight for a role. So the roles that aren't coming your way, so you got to keep looking up rather than on a parallel level. And I think I was getting to a stage where I was just looking on a parallel level because actors get egos. I mean, you stop auditioning, you say, well, I'll only read this if it's an offer. And by the way, you get a lot of scripts to you, so you can't sit and read all day. But you can only, do so much. But it's always been in those times when I had to fight for something that tenacity comes out.
You're right. So after you have a couple of hit movies, all of a sudden you're like, hey, I don't have to audition for this. I don't have to go in and beg for this. But meanwhile, you're right. You can't lose that hunger because the good roles are the ones everyone's fighting over.
Exactly.
Who are you up against all the time? Is it like a type? Like, are you? Is it like you and two other guys?
Yeah.
Who's your guy?
Who is my guy? It depends on the role because sometimes they're kind of slanting a little older, so they might say it's you or Russell Crowe, or other times, it maybe Jeremy Renner or Tom Hardy when you're going younger, and those guys are phenomenal.
Right.
And sometimes they come your way and sometimes they go there. And I always think they go the way they're supposed to go. You just, otherwise you make yourself crazy. And I learned that early on when this role I wanted so much. And the guy that got it is an English actor called Max Beasley, and it was a Scottish role, and he's English.
Right.
And I thought, you know what? I could look at this two ways. I could be angry, or I could say, good for him. He, you know, he's managing to pull off getting that role in another accent.
Yeah.
So that should just inspire me to work harder, and one day I'll be that guy. And he had more of a name than me, so that one day I'll be glad that I'm the guy who has that name, and will get those roles. So I try to look at it that way.
How hard is it for you to remove your Scottish accent when you go up for a role? I mean, is that difficult for you?
No, I've done it. By the way, I feel like I barely talk Scottish anymore. I listen to myself and I'm going, what am I? I sound, you know, I'm a hybrid because I've done as American in so many movies.
How do you learn to speak, you know, with American, so to speak?
You go.
Like, who do you emulate? Like
No, well,
you can't go to a guy from Boston because he's got sort of like a Boston accent.
Unless you're playing a Boston guy,
Right.
and that's
Unless
a
you
tough accent. Yeah.
Well, most people in movies speak in a general American accent.
Right.
So, and I don't try and focus on one person because then you're going to start getting caught up in their habits. But as much as watching TV and movies, what you do is you work with a dialect coach. And literally, you sit and you run sounds. So you'll be like, it's, you know, for your eye. Because in Scotland, we say bright light.
Yeah.
We go, eye. You know, in America, they go bright light. So you watch. So you go. It's a bright light on a fine night but the thing is, there's the same rule for every accent. So I is a certain sound in America, and ooh for moon. In Scotland, we go moon. You know, or we go good, and in Americans go good.
So if I said to you, say the rain in Spain falls mainly on the plain without your accent.
Okay, hold on. Hold on, because you normally you got to get your mind.
This is the hardest thing, I think.
Okay, the rain in Spain falls mainly on the plain.
Wow. Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that was pretty good.
And normally you do warm-ups because you got to, for American, you got to relax the lips, relax the tongue, and you got to just start talking like that.
Because if somebody hired me to play a Scottish guy,
right,
to stay in that vernacular, to stay in that accent, is very
That's what I was going to ask. On the set, do you stay American?
I do, but you know, and that was the biggest thing as an actor that I did, because I was very shy to just walk around and improvise, and I realized one day it doesn't work when you're just going in for an audition and putting on an accent, because what starts happening is you start talking like this and you neither get the performance or the accent.
Because that's so forced. You got to make it part of you, so you have to walk around all day.
So I started walking around, I started talking, and I thought it doesn't even matter if it's bad, because people don't know. They don't think that's a bad American accent. They just think he's lived here for a certain amount of years. You get every accent imaginable. And my best buddy was like, dude, you sound like an idiot. And I'm going, you know, he's a director. I'm like, you're supposed to be supporting me. Stop telling me that it doesn't sound American, because it doesn't matter right now. What matters is that I'm learning to laugh, to sigh, to go high,
to make it natural.
To make it natural, and it made all the difference to me.
Because I would imagine, like when I hear about Daniel Day-Lewis walking around as Lincoln all day, I think, wow, that guy's a fucking tool, you know. But I get it in a sense. I mean, you got to stay in the voice, right?
Yeah. And he's British too, so he's dealing with it.
He should say that in his speech, by the way. I'm the tool that won the Oscar. That's why I act like a tool.
The guy's a great actor.
He's amazing.
Amazing actor. Yeah. But Jesus Christ, imagine walking around all day as Lincoln, and then all of a sudden you take out your cell phone and he goes, "What's that?" It's I'm the president. I've never seen such a device. I mean, how far does he take it? He's probably still living as Lincoln. You know what I mean?
His wife said, "Why do you never answer my calls?" He said, "Because I don't know what's a call.
What's a phone?
Did you shout?
Why are you not yelling out your window? Who knows?" In your new movie, do you play an American?
I'm an American. Yeah.
Oh, no kidding. So was it tough or is it action?
No. Yeah, it was tough.
You play a guy who is... everybody's now... The new enemy is North Korea, because don't you play a guy who is protecting the president or something from North Koreans?
Yeah, but it's...
What are you, CIA or FBI?
I don't know. No, I'm Secret Service.
You're Secret Service?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
It's cool, yeah. He was ex-Special Forces, and they often move into the Secret Service afterwards, so he was...
So what's the story? The North Koreans are attacking and you have to protect the president?
Yeah, that's basically what happens. I mean, you cut into the story earlier where I was special agent in charge, so I was the president's right-hand man. And
who plays the president?
Aaron Eckhart.
Oh, no kidding. That dude from Two-Face?
Well, that's a very young president, isn't it?
That's Two-Face.
Because, you know, we wanted to, you often, when you get presidents in movies, you know, there's that kind of, I don't know, standard, very polished, a little debt. You know, there's a caricature that they have of presidents, and we wanted to make ours young and fresh with a bit of attitude, because, you know, it's a movie about heroes and how in a situation like that, it kind of makes it, you know, in your darkest hour, how we rise to the challenge. And we wanted a president with a bit of bite. I mean, we open with a boxing scene. I'm boxing with Aaron because I'm teaching. The movie's really about keeping your guard up. And
you're boxing with him because you're teaching him how to fight.
Yeah, because we fight. You know, I mean, most presidents stay fit. They go running, they train, they play golf, especially Bush. And
Bush they couldn't get him off the golf course.
That's all he did.
And I'm afraid Obama might be turning into that too. We got to get him off the golf course too.
You got to go back to the White House. What's that?
Right. In the movie, do you bring in Ambassador Dennis Rodman to meet with the North Koreans? Like, wouldn't that be a cool move?
Yeah. But by the way, it's. The political backdrop is, there's a lot of tension between North Korea, South Korea, and America.
Right.
But the North Koreans in this are not the bad guys. They're just the unpredictable guys. We don't know. It's a black hole there. We don't know what they're going to do, because you just never know what they're going to do anyway. You always want to set a movie. You look at the global climate and you say, wait, if we made a movie about Spanish terrorists, nobody would go and see it because they're like, what? You know, they're from Jamaica. Like, what?
Is that guy from Gangnam Style in your movie at all? Does he play the enemy?
He's the leader of North Korea.
Oh, Gangnam Style.
Yeah, and he gets in because everybody's just like, what the fuck is that?
And then he fucks with the president and he has to box the guy from Gangnam Style. I can't wait to see this.
That's great.
That's right, like a big dance attack.
But they're actually terrorists. It's a militia force, so it's you know, as it often it's more style perhaps than Osama bin Laden, where he has his politics, but there's a personal vendetta going on because of what happened in his own life. And so
Costner played a good Secret Service guy. Kevin Costner, when he was protecting
No Way Out.
He was protecting Whitney Houston.
By the way, you want to hear something crazy?
Yeah.
I was an extra in that movie.
You're kidding?
You're kidding?
I took a year out in America, and I was living like a bum. I ended up joining a traveling carnival and working in.
This is after you became a lawyer.
No,
and your parents wanted to kill you because you wanted to be an actor.
No, this is before that. This is when they wanted to kill me because I took a year out after my honors degree, but I still had to go back and do a diploma in legal practice and then train in a law firm for 2 years.
Right.
So this is before that. I went over there on a work exchange program for the summer, and then the day I was supposed to come home, I was still technically president of the Law Society in Glasgow. I called my mum and said, I'm not coming back.
I'm going to join a circus.
I'm going to join a traveling circus.
I would have killed you. I would have beat your ass into the ground.
That was pretty much her life.
They were probably like, what are you wasting your time with this for? They must have thought you were the biggest screwball on the planet.
Screwball, but I think she also knew that, listen, once I went back, I was facing a life as a lawyer, and I'm not. That sounds like, you know, I'm not.
For you,
saying
that would have been hell.
Well, but not just hell. If it had been, no matter what it was going to be, you were committing to a lifelong career where you have your 2 weeks holiday a year, and I thought, I need to go. I need to do some damage.
But imagine you as a lawyer with your looks. I mean, you got so much corporate pussy. It would.
But wait a minute, they have to wear. Do they wear those wigs in Scottish
By the way,
courts?
what's saying I don't know?
You probably do. God knows, I can't even keep up with you.
But do they wear those wigs in Scottish court?
Yeah, they do.
You would look good in that.
So you'd have had to.
I don't need a wig. I've got that. I've got that look. I just got to dye.
You've got that puffy hair.
So what do you mean you joined? What did you do in the traveling circus?
No, it was a traveling carnival. So I was working on it was a device called the Wacky Wire, you know, that goes round in a spiral, and you got to.
You ran a ride?
No, it's a concession stand. Right. So people come and they pay $2 and they try to take it down without touching the wire, and it's pretty much impossible to do, especially because there's an arm at the back that holds it, and if you do it standing behind it, then you can do it. But if you're in front of it, you can't. You can't. But they win this massive teddy bear, and you're like, come on, win the biggest bear in the fair, $2 a shot. I'll give you 3 for $5. That was me.
Yeah, you guys ripped me off. I think I lost that. So while you're doing that, you say, hey, let me go check out the movie business, and you go and you're an extra on that movie.
Yeah, I wasn't even checking out the movie business, but my buddy who I'd met years before in Spain, who it turns out his father was Alan Marshall, who was a big producer. He produced Basic Instinct, produced Bugsy Malone. You know, he did Jacob's Ladder. And by the way, he's now an assistant director and a second unit director. Now check this out. This is 23 years later. When I was in Spain, I was on holiday with my family. We were there for 2 weeks. I met him. I had to go home, and he's like, dude, stay at my place. I've got buddies coming out. So I stayed at his place, and I had no money, so I painted his house. His mum gave me money to paint his house so I could stay out in Spain. And he worked on this movie, Olympus Has Fallen.
Wow.
He was like, coming. So he was
circle.
Full circle. So it was kind of amazing that all those years later that...
You nervous?
You know what? You always get nervous before a movie comes out, but the reason I'm nervous about this movie is because
you got back end.
Yeah, well, I always do, but recently I haven't seen even close to anything on it.
Right.
But you know, honestly, these last couple of days have been really exciting because I did 80 interviews yesterday. 80.
Do you like that?
No, I don't like it.
Yeah.
But I like it when people are coming in because what we did was really smart because the movie is fantastic and it's exciting and it's very provocative and it's emotional and it's patriotic.
Have you gotten reviews yet?
Yeah, so we've been getting reviews. They give you quick reviews. The reviews don't come out to the day of.
Right.
But the reviewers have been loving it, and we've been screening it. These 300 word-of-mouth screenings we did all over the country.
Yeah.
And they are screaming and they're shouting at the screen.
Action film.
It's an action film, but it's also...
Any nudity?
No.
Any chicks naked?
Jared gets
No,
naked.
that would still be nudity, but no.
No chicks naked?
No chicks naked, no.
Who decided that?
I tried.
Right.
I mean, and
you
I was
make
even
love
up
to any women in the movie?
No.
Wow, that's real action. You know, that's the move now. Like, no one's James Bond anymore. Like, most of these action dudes don't actually make love to women. They're almost above it. Sylvester Stallone started that, I think.
Yeah, yes, that's a good point, actually, because it doesn't really... It becomes a little namby-pamby after that. Then it goes towards the romantic thing. This is... I mean...
This is hardcore.
It's hardcore, but at the same time, there's a lot of... It's a very emotional experience, and I have a wife in it. We have... Because after a tragedy at the beginning of the movie where me, in performing my duty, there's a car accident, I have to save the president. But in doing so, I literally have to pull him off of his wife. And they go over the...
Would you love to be James Bond? I could see you as a James Bond type.
I could... Listen...
Is this your James Bond, this movie?
I mean... Any movie that's an action thriller where you're working for the government against the bad guys then could be compared to James Bond, but it doesn't feel anything like James Bond.
Would you love that? I mean, would that be something you'd want, or is it too...
No. To be honest, to be Bond number 17 is not...
Because you're going to be compared to all the other ones, and what if you don't do well? Then
and there was Sean Connery, which is pretty hard to top. Daniel Craig, I really loved the last movie. I thought that's when it...
Yeah, a lot of people did. Yeah,
that's when it clicked in. That was a piece of class.
I could see you doing that, though.
No, by the way, I totally think I could do it.
When you of course you could. When you pull the president off his wife, she's not naked?
No,
what kind of movie is this? That the president's wife isn't naked?
What do you call that when you pull a costume and it just comes off?
The breakaway.
The breakaway.
Right? Yeah.
I suggested it.
He's banging his wife, and you pull him off, and she's not nude.
And she's not nude.
And does your character go, "What the fuck? Why are you wearing clothes when you're making love to the president?"
And he said, "What the fuck? My wife just died, you dick." Anyway, but so you cut into the movie, and I'm now in a desk job. I'm like a caged animal. I'm bouncing my ball off the screen. I train my life to to be of service. Did
you audition for this movie?
No. I produced this movie.
You got this role.
Yeah.
This is your role.
And it's Antoine Fuqua who directed Training Day. So I mean, and we have Aaron Eckhart, we have Morgan Freeman, Melissa Leo.
Freeman, he's good.
Melissa Leo, who won the Oscar for The Fighter. We have Ashley Judd, Dylan McDermott, Cole Hauser.
Did you have sex with Ashley Judd? She's newly divorced, right?
No, I have sex with Dylan McDermott. But
you did?
It's a spoiler.
Yeah. He didn't mind that you were uncircumcised? I'm glad to hear you have a small penis, though, with all the women you get.
Oh, yeah,
you
small,
believe him.
Can I just say?
Yes.
It's thin.
It's thin. Mine's thin, too. Mine's thin and small. I'm not even thick. You know what, though? In a way, for a guy like me, I'm glad to hear that about you, because you should have some difficulty in life. You know what I mean? You know, that could look. Do women ever laugh when, like, because they're like probably like, oh my God, I'm going to be with Gerard Butler.
Oh,
Do they ever go like, I guess it's not a joke.
I just do that to make him feel comfortable. See, I'm not perfect. You want to see my hemorrhoids?
We had a woman in here who you made love to recently, but I heard you get mad because she went public with it. Brandy.
You got angry at her.
Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. You banged her.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you sober up.
Well, you know what? By the way, here's the thing.
She's hot.
She is hot. I've never seen that show.
I watch it all the time. There she is on our show right there. There's a picture of her.
Oh, well,
good for you.
She's hot.
She is hot.
But here's the thing. That was like where you're at a beach party, you're having fun. This girl comes along, and she was so. So what do you do? She's like, doesn't matter. What do you do? I said, tell me. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So we hung out. We had a little bit of fun. Suddenly one day, I'm actually walking down the street with Antoine Fuqua, who directed this movie. That's
who you care about, right?
Who I care about, right. and this paprika, because you know they love to fuck you. Those guys, they love to come up and ask you the most awkward questions. So he runs in my face and says, "So Brandy Glanville says you're great in bed."
10 out of 11. No, she gave you a 10, 11 out of 10 as a lover.
Well, you know what I said? Who's Brandy Glanville?
Wow.
Because one, I didn't know her last name. And two, I didn't know she was a celebrity. And I didn't know that she was going to go and fucking tell people about it.
Oh, yeah.
So here's the thing. Then she looked... I felt bad because she looked... And then I worked it out, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's who that is. And I called and said, one, I'm not very happy that you did that, you know, because there's certain things you got to keep a little private.
Sure.
And two... I'm sorry because I said I didn't know who you were. And she was in tears. She said, I'm doing the press for my new show, and now they don't want to talk about the show. They just want to say, so Gerard Butler claims he doesn't even know you, and you said you had sex with him. And I said, I know that's embarrassing, but what do you expect?
She put it out there.
Yeah. But she's cool.
Could she have kept it going with you, or is that strictly a one-night stand for you? Like, in other words...
No, I wasn't. I wasn't. I mean, I'm seeing somebody now. I wasn't. Say this was me when I was training for Mavericks. I got a place down in Malibu. You know, you have your fun every now and again.
Yeah.
And you know, she's a sweetheart, by the way. She's a lovely girl. But no, it wasn't. It didn't really.
It's a one-nighter.
It was a one afternooner.
A one afternooner.
One afternooner.
I mean, the way she was. We had her on the show. We're talking. The way she's raving, I mean, 11 out of 10.
Yeah, no, it was fun.
Yeah, wow. I would imagine, because she is fucking wild.
Yeah, she is wild.
Yeah, I like a wild woman.
Yeah,
sure you do, Howard. I see who you married.
Well, how do you know my wife's not wild in bed? All right, she's not wild in bed. No. She used to be before she met me.
No, she's not.
Like, you haven't made love to any of the other housewives of Beverly Hills, Lisa Vanderpump.
Now I don't know because maybe I did.
Hey, but the movie Mavericks, that was the surf movie.
Yeah.
Did you almost drown on that movie or something? I read.
I did. Yeah.
Yeah. What happened with you? You were you actually had to surf for the movie.
I had to surf, and it was my dream to actually go and surf that wave. Even though the movie is all about just that people have no idea how dangerous and how much training and what metal it takes to go.
Had you ever surfed before that?
I just learned. I wasn't even that good, but I knew what I learned. I actually learned to surf big waves before small ones because I knew if I can be towed in. I learned to tow in because it's hard to get up on a board while you're being towed, and then.
What does towed in mean? I don't even know. I'm such a pussy.
Towed in.
There's a rope on the board.
You hold the rope. You're lying on the board. They pull you, and then you got to stand up. You got to get on the board while you're going, and then they've got to do it in perfect time so that you catch the wave as it builds.
So in other words, they give you an assist because this is a high difficulty thing.
They're hard to paddle into, and I thought if they can just get a few seconds of me on that big wave, I will be. And by the way, that cuts back to 300 because that to me when I went into Seattle and Horn, just to finish that because I said you will not regret you put me in this movie. I will kill myself for this. And then I set such a high bar. I thought, I want to be cut like I've never seen anybody cut.
Yeah, and 300, you were fucking ripped.
I was ripped,
but
right?
You don't think you have the motivation to do that again?
I don't know.
That'd be difficult.
That would be difficult, yeah. But so for Mavericks, I did the same thing, though. I said, if I could just go out there and surf Mavericks. So I pushed them because they're like, listen, if you get caught in Mavericks, there's nothing we can do. We can't go in because the waves are too big. We got to wait for them to pass. That might be 12 waves. That's 3 or 4 minutes. You're done. But I got away with it. I surfed it 3 or 4 times, and to be with some of the best surfers in the world. I didn't surf it well, but I just got up. And
you were there.
I was there. And to see them.
Could they have faked, in other words, could you have never, let's say you don't know how to surf.
Yeah.
If they had, I was up for Mavericks. I was probably next to you, and I've never surfed in my life. In other words, that would be funny, though. Why don't I make Mavericks except put me in it?
Yeah, and you can't surf at all.
Yeah, right. So if you didn't know how to surf at all, could they have just faked it and used a body double and then been done with it? Or did you, in order to get the part, you needed to know how to surf?
No. I mean, they offered it to me and said, they said, well, the movie's not going to happen if you don't do it. So they said, so you do whatever you want. If you can surf a bit, if you can surf a lot, if you can't even surf, we'll work something out.
Wow.
So, but you know, the thing is, it's just the difference. It's the subtle difference.
You want to do
it. You want to do it, and if you see the guy doing it, it's the same in a fight sequence. If you know it's him, if you have to do, you know, quick cuts if it's a body double, and it's just not the same. So I wanted to do it, but that's not when the accident happened. It was the next week, and we were doing a part where we're paddling out, and it's the first time that the kid who's, you know, Jay, played by Johnny, he's watching me paddling out, and it's the first time he's seen Mavericks, and it's awesome. So we're paddling out, and these huge waves are coming in. You're trying to get over the top. We were in the worst position, and this wave start. We saw it half a mile away, and suddenly, even as I'm talking about it, you get those butterflies in your stomach. The guy goes, "Paddle, Jerry, paddle, paddle," and you start paddling, and you're paddling, and you're paddling about 70 yards to try and get out of the way of this wave, and it's getting bigger and it's getting bigger. It's the size of like a 3-story building, right? And then you realize you've taken a gamble because now you're exhausted and the wave's going to hit you and you're going down. And I went down, and I just didn't seem to come back up. And I'm like, why am I? Because when
I'm going to die.
Well, because it's at the end of the wave, because we were so deep, there's so much gas in the water that literally, the white water is about 5 foot deep. You're not coming up.
It pushes you down.
Well, you just don't rise above it. Plus, I'm spinning, and then I realize it's ripped my board off me, so I'm not being pulled up, and I'm out of breath. I'm literally, I'm going, this is horrible. And then the next wave comes. So I didn't even get up to the top. So then I knew.
Did you think you were going to die?
Then I started thinking either I was going to die or that they would hopefully find me and revive me. Because the guy who filmed this, by the way, he's been revived 3 times.
Oh, my God.
And he's now in a wheelchair because then he got the bends after shooting this.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he was down like 120 feet and one of the other divers got into trouble and he had to, you know, in fact,
what do you mean he's in a wheelchair for life?
Well, it looks...
You mean when you get the bends, you're in a wheelchair?
Yeah, I mean, he was paralyzed completely for a month. Now he's got some movement back, but
because he went so far down.
Because he was so far down, and he had to come up too quickly because one of his colleagues got into trouble. So he was actually saving his colleague. This guy's amazing. I love this guy because, you know, after I came out of the water, he filmed me, even though I'd almost drowned, and I'm like, and my head was. I thought my head was going to.
Did they use that in the film?
No, they didn't use it in the film because it wasn't really. I'm supposed to be
waste.
I'm supposed to be a good surfer in the film, but and I didn't mind that he was doing it because I knew that's a guy who he'd be quite happily in this position.
Wow.
So, but it was, and it didn't stop. When I finally came up, there was nobody there. Oh, this guy, Grant, was on a jet ski. And to see him, this guy's 6'5", he's invincible. To see him looking at me, he was terrified.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew I'm in trouble. And he couldn't get to me. I went down again.
Wow.
I came back up. Then there was nobody there. I went down again. And then when I came back up, they grabbed me. But when he was pulling me, the next wave was coming. And I'm now right at the rocks. And when these waves hit these rocks, they go 50 feet in the air. They smash it. So they had to get me out of the way. But the water's now going over my face because he's holding my hand, pulling me, and I knew if I let go, I'm dead.
Oh, man.
But I can't breathe still because the water's going over my head. So, and that was about a good 200 yards pulling me around the side.
Imagine dying for that movie, you know? Like, it's so crazy. Like, you die for a movie.
That's what I started thinking is it went from, okay, this has become a story, you know, amongst us. Then I'm thinking, oh, my God, this is now becoming a disaster. Like they're going to, you know.
And there are dudes that die on movies. Look at what's his name? Who had his head chopped off with that helicopter blade. What the hell's that guy's name again?
Vic Morrow.
Vic Morrow. I mean, shit happens on these movies. They don't know. You know what? With these action films, they're asking you to do more and more crazy stuff.
Yeah.
You don't know what the hell's going to happen.
You don't know. I mean, there was a movie not that long ago when I think about 12 stunt guys died in a helicopter that hit you know,
I'm talking about.
cable.
You got to be careful.
Yeah, you got to be careful.
Hey, never mind that. Tell me about your small penis again. No. But you mentioned you're going. First of all, the last time I saw you, right after you saw us, you went into rehab. I didn't know
just after that.
Yeah, just after.
Right.
You completely concealed that.
I was like, he looked fine.
No, I was fine until I came in here.
Is that what did it? You went on drugs after you. What happened? I thought when I talked to you, you were sober. Are you a sober dude?
I mean, I don't drink. I don't drink.
You don't, yeah.
And I don't really mess around with drugs like that. But it was talking about movies and injuries. It was. I've been in a car crash in movies where I hurt my back. Then I was doing a fight sequence in Coriolanus with Ray Fiennes when the same issue, it went out really, really badly. For
back pain?
4 months, I felt like somebody was sticking a spear in my back. I made a whole movie feeling that every day, and there was nothing I could do. Every night I had
they put you on pain meds?
So I started on pain meds.
Oxy?
No.
What were you doing?
Aspirin.
Heroin.
No. That'll get rid of the back pain.
He was doing aspirin. He got hooked on asprin.
I had a morphine drip right into my arm and a colostomy bag.
What the hell were you doing?
No, just
weed.
No, just Vicodin. And to be honest, I wasn't even. Do you know?
Vicodin doesn't get me high though.
No, I wasn't
really
getting high.
Well, you don't take
500.
I one night I was with some people and I took a couple of Vicodin and drank, which you're not supposed to do, and I still didn't get that good a buzz.
Oh, that's, by the way, I don't drink, but there was an amazing documentary on CNN about the amount of people who die by mixing alcohol with pain meds and other meds.
Yeah, it's dangerous.
It's thousands every year. They go to sleep, their heart stops.
Right.
But how were you taking the Vicodin?
I'm cutting it up and snorting it. No, I'm joking. Just taking it. No, just.
How much were you doing?
No, I mean, actually, not. By the way, by the time that I went into, I really wasn't doing that many. I went into it was like a pain program. It was the doctor there was amazing, and they use qigong, so he barely touches you. And they go by energy lines, and what also is they teach you this philosophy where you know that stress is related to pain. So you have genuine injuries, but the more stressed you are, the more pain you feel, the more and the more down you get caused by the pain, and the more pain. And
so you weren't like a real drug guy. You really had a problem with this pain med.
No, and it was amazing.
How long were you there?
Like 20 days, 23 days.
Were you there with some hardcore drug people though?
I was surrounded by some crazy people.
Were you like going, hey man, I'm not that. I'm just doing some Vicodin because I got a back problem.
No, I'm in. By the way, honestly, the program that goes on in there, you got to stop. You look at your life. You sit listening to other people who talk about their life, and it is amazing. It's such a bonding experience. I wish the name wasn't rehab because it's actually a kind of a spiritual thing. You're with people from all different walks of life.
Well, sometimes you get caught up in your life so much you don't reflect.
You do, and I try not to, but I absolutely 100% do.
Is the food good?
I mean, yeah, it was
it's kind of like summer camp. What you're
do
telling
they have special facilities, a good spa?
But you know the crazy thing is you're not allowed to talk to women.
Right.
Like in between, you're not allowed to talk to women. It's so funny because all the women want to talk to me.
Right.
You know, and they're coming crowds. I'm surrounded, and then the staff tell me off, and I'm like, I can't believe I'm being told off. You know, you know who I am.
You're breaking all the rules.
Yeah, I have a small penis, but it's thin.
So are women slipping notes under your door and stuff when you're in the rehab?
Actually, I did get a note slipped under my door.
What a life. It's unbelievable. You're in rehab, you're trying to reflect, you're trying to keep your shit together, and then all of a sudden you get the notes under the door.
Yeah.
Were you tempted?
Yeah.
What did the note say?
It was just being, it was like something like, you're fucking hot, I wish we could do something, or something like, you know. The thing is, you share a room with somebody, and I shared a room with this guy. Oh my God, he was hilarious.
He probably took the note and said, "Hey, this chick thinks I'm hot. I'm going to go bang her."
No, but
that'd be great.
That would have been great.
You got me thinking. Maybe the note wasn't for me.
What a movie! I'm at rehab with Gerard Butler, and I get a note under my door, and I realize this chick wants to fuck me, and I go over there, and then she sues me because she thought I was Gerard Butler in the dark.
Yeah, or Gerard Butler comes over, tries to fuck me, and I sue him because I wrote the note to the other guy.
Right. So who was the guy you were sharing the room with? Just like a regular dude?
You know what? This guy was older, and he'd been married for something like 40 years. And then I think he just got a little bored, started drinking, and oh my God, I fell in love with this guy. He was such a good man. When I first met him, he was really annoying because he's like, "This is what we do. This is what we do. Class at this time. Remember, okay, it's 5-2. You got to be right." And I want to go, dude, fuck off.
Right,
you know, But by the end, I loved this guy. Although he snored so loud.
Oh, I hate that.
Even the earplugs. I mean, the room was vibrating, and I
couldn't take that.
No,
I'd have to do Vicodin just for that. Really. I'd kill the guy. Yeah. So do you stay in touch with this dude, or are you?
I do. I stay in touch with a few people from there because you know what? I got to tell you, that's why I think everybody should do something like that, or go to some, to take a stop.
That's why I do therapy. I'm telling you. You do therapy? You do psychotherapy?
I have done, but I don't right now.
Can you masturbate in rehab? Can you spend some time?
Is everything off?
Or is that like, do they tell you?
He's got a roommate.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying, can you masturbate?
No, I did, and then they said,
where do you go?
You got to do that in your room.
I do it in group.
Not in group, Jerry. Not in group.
But seriously, do they tell you don't just abstain from touching yourself, or?
No, they don't. They don't say that. I don't recall if I did or not.
Did you have to clean toilets with your toothbrush and all that kind of stuff?
No.
Like none of that hardcore stuff.
None
like
of
Betty
that.
Ford type stuff.
None of that.
Yeah. So you would recommend? Were there other famous people there? Or were you the only famous dude?
No, there was a couple of other famous people. I'll tell you who was there.
Fun.
No, I'm joking.
Yeah, please. Just give us a list of the names. Give us a few names to make it really good. Is that fun, though, as a celebrity, to see other celebrities there and like you're all kind of bonding? I mean, I would imagine that's great.
Yeah, it's cool because you know what? Well, especially for me. To be honest, I could have gone in there saying, "Hey, I don't have a big issue." But I didn't. If I'm here, I'm going to use this experience because you learn so much. You come out, you understand yourself so much more. You're inspired by.
So why not continue?
Why did you go?
You're right. By the way, that's why I kind of wish. I was doing some group. Have you ever heard of that book? Is it Power Against Force or something, where the guy talks about the energy you have if you're around a room of people meditating? Literally, it gives a vibration, and they say that Jesus operated on this 650 or something. Mother Teresa, the Buddha, and the emotion of jealousy and fear and anger is like 100. And they
But
say.
Wasn't there some story about? Didn't you go to Israel and then you were like you came back and you thought you were Jesus and you could make fire come out of your hands? Wasn't there some story like that?
Yeah, but it was fire come out of my ass. I realized you got to fart and light it.
No, but, you know what I'm talking about. Didn't you go? You had some spiritual experience. You went to that. What is that called?
No, it was India.
Yeah.
It was India, and I'm very. Well, I haven't been doing it so much recently, but I was big into meditation, and I went to India.
TM, Transcendental Meditation?
No, just meditation. I've never done Transcendental, but I met this monk in L.A., and he told me this amazing story as I was there going, well, look, this is what's wrong with my life, and he said that he was at this school. This school was amazing. They closed this school because this kid, one day, they say that this kind of that he had this spiritual experience and he passed it on to one of the other kids. Then all these kids started having these out-of-body experiences. They were literally calling their parents saying, you went here today, you were wearing this is what happened. And all this crazy stuff started happening. They closed the school and started this temple. It's called the Oneness University, and it's all about
Oneness?
Oneness University. And so you go there, and it was a one-on-one, and they teach you about their kind of philosophy. And their philosophy is absolutely accepting where you are in every moment. And that is your ugliness. You say, I'm jealous right now. I'm angry. It's not about...
being in touch with your emotions.
Being in touch with your emotions. And, rather than, I'm angry, but I shouldn't be, because that's what's frustrating. It's like, if I'm fucking angry, I'm fucking angry.
Let it out.
There you go.
Right.
If I'm jealous, I'm jealous. And it's about absolute acceptance. But what they did every day was they gave you these blessings. So they'd sit with their hand in your head. And at first, I'm like, all right, this is dumb. What are they? You know, I felt like an idiot. About 3 days later, I start feeling this tingling in my head. And
every day they hold your head, and you start your head
2 or 3 times with an intention, so that whatever you've been talking about, they get, with that intention of learning that lesson, they start giving you this energy. And through passing that on, they say you can eventually pass it on, but you got to go through this ritual. I know this sounds crazy. Trust me, I thought so too.
I was going to say, you're going back to rehab after this visit with us.
Yeah, energize me. So wait a second. So your head starts tingling.
You get this tingling, and it's in exactly a certain part of your head, like just up here. And they explained it because they were working with some top neurosurgeons who explained the gland that it's affecting. And then what happened was you go through this ritual, and then you learn to start giving them. So I came back. I literally started giving blessings, and everybody I gave it to my girlfriend at the time.
Of course you did.
And it was so, but she literally went straight to the toilet and threw up.
Wow.
It was, but then she felt amazing.
Awesome.
You know,
so in other words, you came back from this experience, and now you were a healer, and you started laying hands on people.
Yeah.
And they threw up.
Yeah, right. But what was the thing? You started to think you could shoot lightning out of your hands or something?
No, you're just putting your hand on your head, and you're passing an energy. You're
Touch
passing
my head, and I want to see if I throw up.
Give Howard a treatment.
Give me a treatment right now. So are you still are you still treating girls?
No, I don't. It wasn't
it's
just
weird treating a guy.
I think that you need to have more education before you start treating people.
That's what happens in Hollywood. Somebody goes for a 2-week course, and right away they're teaching. Right? They skip right over.
I know. By the way, I know you. I mean, I'm setting myself up for a big laugh here. But by the way, it was. I mean, I did it a lot, and it was amazing. There was just one girl said. She said, I've never done, she was off suddenly doing charity work on Easter. She was working with these kids. She says, I feel so energized. Wow. I had a blessing years ago from a guy, and he sat in a room, and I waited for him to start. He was a Brazilian guy, and I heard, this guy's amazing. And he sat in a room, and I sat there, and half an hour later, he went, we're done. And I'm like, what, that's it? And I thought it was bullshit.
Right.
Within 2 days, I'm like, I hadn't felt that happy or that energized or life suddenly. I had no issues. I just.
And what does he do? He just stands there?
He just stood there, but it was this kind of, focusing on you and passing.
Maybe it was that guy.
Maybe it was that guy.
What's that guy,
I went to see.
Yeah.
What was his name?
This fucking guy goes in a room and he stands there.
He stares there.
A lot of people
and
do.
he stares at you.
And he stares at you. I said, that's the gig I want.
But he was in London. He was a Brazilian guy in London. But I mean, a lot of people. I got to tell you, even my buddy who's a director, he went to see this the spiritualist, and the spiritualist said, you have an incredible power in you, and you don't even know it. And he started healing, and in fact, he healed me once on my back, and he got sick for 3 days. I mean, he really got sick. I mean, coughing, and
Does your back still hurt?
Sometimes it does.
I'm going to talk to you off the air, and we're going to get rid of that.
He has a healer for you,
too. You don't need to heal. I got the real deal. Yeah, I'm going to talk to you.
Yeah.
You need help. I'm not kidding. Hey,
it's actually not as bad as it was. So I mean, it doesn't. I mean, it just. I don't know many people who don't get some kind of back pain from time to time, but when he did that work on it, I couldn't believe the difference, and he's helped. So my buddy hadn't trained for 2 years. He put his hand on his shoulder. He got sick after that as well. My buddy went to the gym next day, was lifting weights. In fact, he's in the back room.
Dr.
Freddie boy.
You're going to learn about it from me, Dr. John Sarno, and you're going to be fine.
Oh, I know that.
That's going to be it. And that's going to be it. Hey, so you're dating some new hot chick I saw on the paper.
Yeah.
Look at you. Model.
Actress, actually. She just made a movie with Jude Law. She just did a couple of movies in Italy.
Love?
I'm in deep like.
You're in love.
No, she's amazing. She's amazing.
Is this one going to last?
Oh, look at him. He's starting to blush.
Yeah, what's going on? Did you do that healing move on her yet?